available in our markets. Today, we're taking a closer look at some vegetables such as ugu, also known as pumpkin, okra, and garden egg. These vegetables, aside their nutritional value, are also very, very important in some of our Nigerian meal and soup. So, now we're here to know how much they are currently sold for and if consumers, or rather customers, are finding them more available and affordable here in the market. It is Market Survey on Independent Television, and we are here currently in the market to get to know the current price of these vegetables. I am Stephanie Notodua. Don't go nowhere, it is Market Survey.
Every day, markets across Nigeria come alive with voices of traders calling out to customers, the movement of buyers searching for the freshest produce, and the colorful display of food items that make their way into homes and into dining tables. Among these food items are vegetables, an essential part of many Nigerian meals. Whether they are used in soup, stew or sauce, vegetable remains a staple in household because of their taste, versatility and nutritional value. As the rainy season progresses, many fresh vegetables become more abundant in the market. Farmers begin harvesting crops that thrive during this period, while traders receive fresh supplies from different farming communities. This seasonal increase often brings excitement to consumers who look forward to buying fresh produce. However, even with increased availability, questions remain. Are these vegetables affordable? Are they available in sufficient quantity? What challenges do traders face in bringing them to the market? And how are consumers responding to the current price?
This rain, so it affects market where?
It affects us where 3 days now, not even corner to that still manage come out.
So now this guy they go in shade now. Now rainy season we dey suppose cheap.
Why not cheap? Say market, they know the fit enter bush for rainy season, go the plucker. So now it concern. So as the rain fall heavy, they no fit go bush. So now yesterday when the rain still dry small, now they take go bush, go pluck and come.
So how much na squat they carry now?
Before we dey carry for 28, now 24. Just still come down small.
So this one you shade for then and how much?
500. Yes.
So one mama they talk us now say if you ripe, you know they let una they say.
If you ripe, you know they let. Unless some people they use and they cook sauce for yam. Now they use that ripe one. Now so.
So the one we ripe and the one we not too ripe now the same price.
No, the one we ripe the many pass the one no ripe. They cheap pass that one.
So apart from the fact that people know if they go bush, go they pluck, transport say they affect the price.
It affect and well. Before we they carry one bag, 1,000 nice, 1,500, 2,000 for one each bag. What do I want to cook? What do I want to cook? Gas money if she follow there. I bet me they see do one where most they enjoy.
The egg dey for market, it don't cheap now.
It good small. It good small compared to last month, last 2 months.
So how much na they carry now?
Now bag we dey carry bag sometimes 17,000, sometimes 16,000. Now we take they carry bag. Like this one now we share than 500. This one 1,000. This one 2,000. Now so we take the seller.
So now you don't come down when you take dear like how much na they sell this one where you shade?
The time when it's there, like this one now 1,000.
That's why we 500 come be like
yes, this one now before when it's there, this quantity now go be 1,000. But now when the price don't come down now, this quantity now 500.
So now maybe say it don't come down, transport still affect the price small.
And now transport affect when maybe say we dey carry the bag 17,000. I wish say transport no affect them. The bag maybe go if it too there go be 14,000, 15,000. Now transport now make am reach 17,000.
It don't cheap for market.
It never too cheap in my picking. Now manage with day, never too cheap. Never too cheap. And now got the egg now 70,000 before 7,000 now 70,000, 25,000 a day, 25,000 a day, 20,000 a day. Now severe people they take buy.
Among the vegetables attracting attention this season are okra, ugu, and garden egg. These three vegetables have become household favorites because of the important role they play in Nigerian cuisine. They are found in homes across the country and are prepared in different ways depending on cultural preference and family tradition. For many families, a pot of soup is hardly complete without one or both of these veggies. A walk through vegetable section of the market reveals roll of neatly arranged produce. Fresh bunches of ugu, also known as pumpkin, sit beside baskets of green okra. Some traders sprinkle water on the vegetable to keep them looking fresh throughout the day, while others carefully remove damaged leaves on ripe pods to maintain their display. Customers move from one store to another, comparing quality, size, and price before deciding where to buy. Fresh vegetable are among the most delicate produce sold in the market. Unlike grains or dry foods that can remain on shelf for a long period, vegetables require careful handling. Once harvested, the race against time begins. Farmers need to transport them quickly. Traders must display them attractively. Consumers often prefer vegetables harvested only a short time before purchase because freshness influences taste, texture, and nutritional quality. Okra is one of the most recognized vegetables in Nigeria. Known for its unique texture when cooked, it is enjoyed in different parts of the country and prepared using various recipes. Some people prefer slicing it into tiny pieces, while others cook it in large chunks. Regardless of the method, okra continues to enjoy strong demand because it complements many local
In a rare display of botanical brilliance, the palm tree defied natural norms, sprouting multiple branches that bear fruits. This rare occurrence has become a wonder to many, as experts are calling it a one-in-a-million phenomenon. Could this multiple-headed marvel hold secrets to agricultural breakthroughs, or is it simply a freak accident of
As the rainy season continues, some fresh vegetables are now more available in our markets. Today, we're taking a closer look at some vegetables such as ugu, also known as pumpkin, okra, and garden egg. These vegetables, aside their nutritional value, are also very, very important in some of our Nigerian meal and soup. So, now we're here to know how much they are currently sold for and if consumers, or rather customers, are finding them more available and affordable here in the market. It is Market Survey on Independent Television, and we are here currently in the market to get to know the current price of these vegetables. I am Stephanie Notodua. Don't go nowhere, it is Market Survey.
Every day, markets across Nigeria come alive with voices of traders calling out to customers, the movement of buyers searching for the freshest produce, and the colorful display of food items that make their way into homes and into dining tables. Among these food items are vegetables, an essential part of many Nigerian meals, whether they are used in soup, stew or sauce, vegetable remains a staple in household because of their taste, versatility and nutritional value. As the rainy season progresses, many fresh vegetables become more abundant in the market. Farmers begin harvesting crops that thrive during this period, while traders receive fresh supplies from different farming communities. This seasonal increase often brings excitement to consumers who look forward to buying fresh produce. However, even with increased availability, questions remain. Are these vegetables affordable? Are they available in sufficient quantity? What challenges do traders face in bringing them to the market? And how are consumers responding to the current price?
This rain so it dey affect market well.
E affect us well. 3 days na not even corner to that still manage come out.
So now this guy dey go in shade now. Na rainy season we dey suppose cheap.
Why e no cheap? Say market dem no dey fit enter bush for rainy season go dey pluck am. So na im cause am. So as the rain fall heavy, dem no fit go bush. So na yesterday wey the rain still dry small, na dem take go bush go pluck am come.
So how much na squat dey carry am now?
Before we dey carry am for 28, now na 24. Don still come down small.
So this one wey you shade for there na how much?
500. Yes.
So one mama dey talk us na say if e ripe, you no dey let una dey sell.
If e ripe, you no dey let, unless na people wey dey use am dey cook sauce for yam, na im dey use that ripe one. Na so.
So the one wey ripe and the one wey not too ripe na the same price?
No, the one wey ripe dey many pass the one wey no ripe. E dey cheap pass that one.
So apart from the fact say people no fit dey go bush go dey pluck, transport say dey affect the price?
E affect am well. Before we dey carry one bag 1,000, nice 1,500, 2,000 for each bag.
E don cheap now, everything don cheap. Get it not cheap. Everything cheap but no money to buy am. Things cheap but no money to buy am. And so why we dey suffer for this Nigeria, no money to buy the things.
So the leave now transport fare still dey affect am because now na still dey carry motor na still dey carry am come.
Normal fuel money there, but the leaf cheap for the buy am, but the fuel money no make the fee buy, no come make am cheap again. And no money to buy am. And na everyday fuel dey cost. Fuel 1,300, now it's 1,400 now for fuel. The leaf now dey cheap, no money. I wetin wan make governor do for make change the things, the money too much. President, wetin wan make dem do for us na be that one, make dem change am. Person no dey fit see money take chop. Person go buy market no see 1 naira take buy am. You see money 1,000 reach dey buy when fish now is 3,000. Fish there teeth cheap, but why I wan take cook am?
That's why we 500 come be like
Yes, this one now before when e there, this quantity now go be 1,000, but now wey the price don come down now, this quantity na 500.
So now wey be say e don come down, transport still affect the price small?
Na transport affect am wey make be say we dey carry the bag 17,000. I wish say transport no affect am, the bag wey be go if e too there go be 14,000-15,000. Na transport na make am reach 17,000.
E don cheap for market?
E never too cheap in my pikin. Na manage with dey o, never too cheap. Never too cheap o. And now gadi egg na 70,000 before 7,000, now 70,000, 25,000 a day. 25,000 a day, 20,000 a day. Na severe people dey take buy am.
Among the vegetables attracting attention this season are okra, ugu, and garden egg. These three vegetables have become household favorites because of the important role they play in Nigerian cuisine. They are found in homes across the country and are prepared in different ways depending on cultural preference and family tradition. For many families, a pot of soup is hardly complete without one or both of these veggies. A walk through vegetable section of the market reveals roll of neatly arranged produce. Fresh bunches of ugu, also known as pumpkin, sit beside baskets basket of green okra. Some traders sprinkle water on the vegetable to keep them looking fresh throughout the day, while others carefully remove damaged leaves on ripe pods to maintain their display. Customers move from one store to another, comparing quality, size, and price before deciding where to buy. Fresh vegetable are among the most delicate produce sold in the market. Unlike grains or dry foods that can remain on shelf for a long period, vegetables require careful handling. Once harvested, the race against time begins. Farmers need to a balanced diet. Nutrition experts often encourage farmers, transporters, wholesalers, and retailers. Behind every bunch of ugu and every basket of okra, on the farm, farmers prepare the land, plant seeds, water the crops, and protect them from pests and diseases. Growing vegetable requires dedication because they are sensitive to weather conditions and must be monitored regularly. Too much rain can damage crops just as easily as too much rainfall can reduce yield. Farmers therefore pay close attention to changing weather conditions throughout the growing season. Okra grows relatively quickly under suitable conditions. Once matured, it requires regular harvesting because delaying harvest may cause the pond to become tough and less attractive to buyers. Harvesting is usually done by land, requiring patience and care to avoid damaging the plant. After harvesting, the okra is sorted according to quality before it is packaged for transportation. Ugu cultivation follows a different process. Farmers carefully plant their seeds and nurture the vines until healthy leaves develop. Unlike many vegetables harvested, once ugu can be harvested repeatedly over time if properly managed. This allows farmers to continue supplying fresh leaves throughout the growing season. However, maintaining healthy crops require proper soil management, adequate moisture, and continuous attention. When harvested varieties, garden egg is a familiar sight in many Nigerian markets. It is a stew and traditional dish. It is also served with groundnut paste or garden egg sauce, making it a favorite accompaniment to boiled yam, plantain, and rice. Like other fresh produce, the quality of garden egg depends largely on proper cultivation and handling. Farmers carefully prepare the soil before planting and monitoring the crops throughout the growing season. Adequate rainfall, fertile soil, and proper weed control all contribute to a healthy harvest. During the rainy season, favorable weather conditions often encourage better production, allowing more garden eggs to reach the market. Harvesting garden eggs require patience and care. Farmers pick the mature fruits by hand to avoid bruising them. Once harvested, they are sorted according to size, color, and quality before being packed into baskets or crates for transportation. Fruits with smooth skin, firm texture, and bright color are usually more attractive to buyers because they are considered fresher and of better quality.
If you just tune in, it is Market Survey here on Independent Television. I am Stephanie Notoriua, and we are currently in the market to get to know the current price of vegetables such as ugu, okra, and of course garden egg. It is Market Survey on Independent Television. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
Transportation plays a major role in determining how vegetable reach consumers. In some communities, farmers transport produce using motorcycles, tricycles, or small vehicles. Others rely on larger trucks that collect vegetables from several farms before heading to urban market. Regardless of the method used, every journey comes with expenses that eventually becomes part of the final selling price. Fuel costs remain one of the big
measures, risk communication, and community engagement. Our regional preparedness and prioritization framework is also guiding readiness activities across Africa to reduce the risk of further spread. Health experts continue to stress the importance of early detection and rapid isolation of suspected cases and strict adherence to infection prevention protocols. Bundibugyo virus is one of the species of Ebola virus that causes Ebola disease in humans. The disease can lead to severe illness and death, with symptoms including fever, fatigue, muscle pain, headache, vomiting, and diarrhea. Negotiations at the SB64 Climate Change Conference reached their midpoint in Bonn. the least developed countries LDC group has issued a stark warning. Climate change is no longer a looming threat but a lived reality that is eroding development gains and pushing vulnerable nations to the brink. Speaking at a conference on Friday, June 12, 2026, Ambassador Adao Suarez Barbosa, Special Envoy and Ambassador at the Large for Climate Affairs for Timor-Leste and Chair of the LDC Group, underscored the urgency facing the 44 countries that make up the bloc. Despite contributing least to global greenhouse gas emissions, he said LDCs shoulder a disproportionate share of the consequences from intensifying climate impacts to mounting economic pressure. Still on the ongoing conference on climate change in Bonn, in a press conference on Friday, the Executive Director of Connected Advocacy, talking about Israel Orecha, amongst other stakeholders, have called on countries with the highest pollution to ensure that other countries who have lower emissions do not feel more of the impact and the pangs of global emission, with the challenges relating to greenhouse gas emissions and, of course, climate change. Meantime, stakeholders have called on stronger collaboration among government agencies, media organizations, civil society groups, and communities to address climate-induced flooding and environmental degradation across Nigeria. The call was made during the monthly climate hangout in Kaduna, where scientists, environmentalists, researchers, journalists, among others, came together to discuss and learn more about climate change and ways to prevent or mitigate its effects. A lecturer from the Department of Mineral and Petroleum Resources Engineering, Kaduna Polytechnic, Mrs. Halima Haruna, described rain as both a blessing and a revealer of environmental neglect. According to her, rainfall naturally supports farming, vegetation, and livestock, but also exposes the damaging effects of poor environmental practices carried out before the rainy season. Haruna said practices such as indiscriminate waste disposal, environmental pollution, and open defecation contributed to flooding and contamination of water sources during rainfall. She explained that many residents were unaware of the environmental consequences of their daily activity. Land use and water use are significantly altering the global freshwater cycle at an increasing pace. This produces more widespread and frequent dry and wet periods, pushing freshwater systems further beyond its planetary boundary, according to a new study published in Nature Communications, led by researchers at the University of Eastern Finland, with contributions from Potsdam Institute for Climate Impact Research, PIK. The study provides an updated assessment of the planetary boundary for freshwater change and identifies the key drivers of its accelerating transgression at both global and regional scales. The findings show that climate change, together with large-scale land and water use, is pushing the freshwater cycle further away from stable state as defined by the planetary boundary for freshwater change. This boundary is already considered to be transgressed, reflecting a long-term trend that jeopardizes the freshwater cycle's ability to support vital climate and ecological earth system processes. Using data from 1901 to 2019 and an ensemble of global hydrological models, the researchers analyzed quantitative changes in both blue water in rivers, lakes, and groundwater, and green water in soils around the world, distinguishing between the effects of human activities through the land and water use and the effects through human-induced climate change on dry and wet land anomalies. Needs to tackle greenhouse gas emissions, and an important way to achieve this is by reducing the number and length of car commuters. This can be achieved primarily by ensuring that homes are located close to city centers and workplaces, so that well-targeted building densification becomes a critical lever. Citywide population density and transport links are of secondary importance. These are the findings of a new study in Environmental Research Letters led by the Poster Institute for Climate Impact Research, PIK, in collaboration with the University of California, Berkeley, the University of Sussex, and other partners. Using 10 million mobility data points from Berlin, Boston, and Los Angeles, the San Francisco Bay Area, Rio de Janeiro, and Bogota, the research team was able to reveal direct links between urban structure and car commuting with unprecedented detail beyond mere correlations. The newly developed approach shows how planners can use GPS data, travel patterns, and artificial intelligence AI to determine where in the metropolitan region a particular measure will have. The NPC Limited and security agencies have intensified efforts to curb pipeline vandalism and protect critical energy infrastructure following a joint inspection of a vandalized. NNPC Limited said the joint inspection followed the arrest of 3 suspected pipeline vandals in Piri and Pai communities in Kwale Area Council, Abuja. The renewed commitment was demonstrated during the joint inspection of a vandalized section of the Nigerian Pipelines and Storage Company NPSC pipeline at the Pai community. The inspection was conducted by the Industry-Wide Security Architecture IWSA, NPSC, the Office of the National Security Advisor, ONSA, and Special Prosecution Team, the FCT Police Command, and the Nigerian Army, as well as other security stakeholders. Speaking during the inspection, the Group Chief Executive Officer of NNPC Limited, Mr. Bashir Ojulari, described the arrest as a significant breakthrough in the efforts to dismantle criminal networks behind attacks on oil and gas facilities. Ojulari, represented by the Chief Interface Officer, NNPC Limited, Mr. Tahiru Sani Gwozo, said the suspects were only a fraction of a larger syndicate engaged in the sabotage of the nation's energy infrastructure. The removal of CO, that is carbon monoxide, from the atmosphere is considered an important tool in the fight against climate change, but has so far been an energy-intensive and expensive process. Now, researchers have developed a new method that efficiently binds carbon dioxide and releases it again using only a small amount of energy. The starting materials are provided by waste products from dairy and soy processing. In order to stabilize global warming at less than 1.5 degrees Celsius in the long term, there is a need not only for a drastic reduction in greenhouse gas emission, but also for technologies to remove and store hundreds of billions of tons of carbon dioxide, CO2, from the atmosphere. This is also the underlying basis of the scenarios set out in the latest assessment report from the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC. 4 years, research groups and startups have therefore been working on ways to remove CO2 directly from the air, a process known as direct air capture. The company Climeworks, which was founded as an ETH spin-off in 2009, is one of the world's first commercial providers of DAC. To this day, however, the direct removal of CO2 from the air remains an energy-intensive and expensive process. And that's a wrap on this week's edition of the program Environment Watch on Independent Television. We hope you had a great time watching. Be sure to join us same time next week. Until then, stay blessed and bye for now.
ITV, certainly the best. Oda
waya bota now ugi bota we se niwa owe otame ma agba ka de na otame wa no uso ine ni bota iye nda ota aya dogi bota supa ewi no we de kan okay polo seseme se oni oye ode na ya gba ori ron agba ori yo na ya gba ori gboma na ya mi we ewo tara ise era no kun mi ye no kun mi o mi mo ni gba ori o mi owadia emi are ni o mi ona mo ye o wa si egbe ade egbo wa rie o mi ona we kete aye egbo wa ora ye egbo wa ne o mi ona we sa me no ya po nisa mo no we no wa o so ba je we akun mi we mi no we nu we nda o wi wa popo ni wa o wa ya ma jode ropa yi ewi na ma agwa kana ya na ogun egun ye me na nda emi bu no si e ni mana we na mo la dia nda we ne to wi ye wa no gbera ni ma 1000 no gbera ma iro wa amata agba oge ran agba oge yo eso we ro eyo ya na ogun egwan we na ore ma ge ti ma ge pastor kabari una mure
iwe du no go me wa be ne ge kai wa bi tota wa bi dan yo fun bo salo ba go wa yaro oba tope
ise ore ma ro tan ge Victor Ibizugbe
edonebu zo mo wa we se wa gbe okoto igba dan mi ho emi na atana wa le len wa we ya ri na gba han fu ana wa tilai wa oba tope
ise me were wa fa bo se je no bi o lori edo ba yo fa edo ya fe na be o ka gbo wi o ya fe so bo na we de ba me we to pe na ti fa be ye na so bo no gbo ye to gbo da
ise
me mo no ri uni me wa no we da yin ma wa mi mo no we unu wa de ari don ọba atope ise ni tai na ke ni wa oro ye we ijogbe magun akawe uzara no gbira ero wa mi yo wa wo ti o ma no dio we wo na ye ijogbe no ijogbe na se no ni ekeno wa ye no era omo obiele mo ogba oyan ya do yo webe aye university aye ya fe wa mi ogun wa ewe mumu de no mu gbe koko no keke no wiwe koko de no mu gbo keka no ke oyugbo obi ode ogwaliwo no ya koke mo de no we du ekiwe do ma na no ya so wa o isi osaiwo ya fe da ba mi mo ike eri ye agun ya wa mo no we won ore we no bi ami oge we keke ya ere e money ìyẹn agba oge we do wa ya we gbe you know me o ya gba oge gbe atemi osalugba opa ìwọ̀n abùnrẹ́rì ọ awé níwọ̀n abùnrẹ́rì ọ̀nà ìgbéra ní kéde níwọ̀n mọ̀wé ya òkè níbùwọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ náà ní pa ní mọ́ pàṣẹ ẹ̀yà rẹ̀ wébo àìdè ìyẹra yíyẹrẹ àyíwé yóò wá rẹ̀ gbé màkàtà ọ̀sán àná gbéra nìwọ̀n iná mi mọ̀tọ́ náà èmi bùn ọ̀tẹ̀ rẹ̀ pásítọ̀ wọ́n wá mi sóyàwó wẹ̀ sápò rẹ̀
lákùnmẹ́sì wọn náà máa mú bọ́ ẹ̀rọ àyè sọ ẹ̀wẹ̀ aládùpọ̀
pọ̀ sọ́rọ̀
ó sàánà
lórí tó rárá pé náà rẹ̀ ègbènà tètè tọ́ra kí yé kẹ̀wò
ọwẹ́sì ẹ̀rí má bí yí má wà máa mú bọ́ rẹ̀ dògúgùn wọn náà máa wé gùn ọmọ gùn wọn nù ń dáwẹ́ era gare gele ona gare dion oga sanyo sande aege gbe na tete na egbe na ya yo we ke ma pa awa kiakia ake ma si ate ma dagba yo ya mugbo asuse le kaludo amugbo be ne dion aka eba agese webo ya ki o po wa ni bon Yesu ku eso lawyer eso engineer egbe baba re gbiye ọ̀hún wa n'ọyẹ mọ́nìkì pọ́ wa èwọ̀n ya délé ya kí sílípàsì nùdé mọ́ ní mọ́ bí èyí náà fi yẹn ò pọ́ wa iya gele ladia iya rukpo no yo sokpa era gboya eiro maropa ona ga mu dia ke no pa we baba gbe mara owe ti alibati wa ibe ti emeri yopin pa ati nogi yere useni baba se egiro nogi yere useni yese ni bun egiro wega mi edioma so we ko ya no we ona ko bie omewo wa bedo omebe soponba omebe forestry omebe ekewa road so pa yana be ameni eyebo gida omo wa no se le bedo de ma no odo yo bodo wana yi de edioma na pa ne emona no obe we se obe benia iyari egi ebe obe se ayoto otoroto owaroto ne dioma yo bo ehun egede sagio ena ga wo baga eya gbera ogbere so pe dioma e ori eyin ni so pa edioma ga ye gbe no tete ni no ya le ka ludo ya so aba ya we ya ere no na meti ori oyero igu so pa oga iguoro yo to ne era gboya okie ero baropa agime no ze edioma e imagi lora ribu dereye we bene degi yere na jena una mupa werege una gewe otagire go jawe una miewe mama zeyo dioma yemi nu me ya gba ogegbo e oke sedu yari ba e do to me mu ki ya mu ori osoto ya mu gbe soto dole gbo e yinu da era eke ario eke ari no mo gbege ko ka von dioma iye ge ko ka von enwe aruse awo na we amere bona wa si abana nu de mo e mo we si abana iya maze iwe iwu iya ga iwu ne o ma na titi aya mo ambulance no wa awe 200,000 or 300,000 aya mo ambulance peti o mi 300 400 me ya fo paterio be bishop magbawu o pagare we 1.5 na bo wa mo wa yo gbe ọ̀pàgbọ́ orúlẹ̀kẹ́ ọ̀wẹ́ ọwọ́rí máa tọ̀nà ìdáwọ̀ ọwọ́ ẹ̀sẹ̀ ọ̀nà wíwó ọwẹ́ 500,000 wọ́n sùnú wọ́n dáwà yé gbọ́dù sí iná ìdáwọ̀ ọkẹ̀ iná wẹ́ ọ̀bẹ̀ ọ̀mánà rí ẹ̀dà yé sì lè dùn wá iná nù dá òyìnbórí àákẹ́ òyìnbórí gàǹsẹ̀ òmùdíọ̀bá rí ọsibítò ẹ̀wà ní bó máa èrè rí ọ èdè máa wà dé tọ̀bọ̀ ìwà wù adòwò ìgbé yóò ra aṣọwà agánàmì ìpalọ́nà sọ́lọ àfilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ukmeji ọma nọ ihe ọbịa egbere ọma agwụ ya adịghị ofe ya were enu ude mana olele ya ede ni ya otili ya awo egbere dọlọ yi tokpa unyi na ena ema wenọrọ ọkpọ ma ni ede ọma ajie ni anabọ kokoe ede ọma ajie ni anabọ asige suku ede ọma ajie ni anabọ kwụ igo nọ ya na ewe arịa webo ọga ekenu gị na egbe meke na sasa sayo ọka la ehimi eri ibude ma na enugwa nigi ọba atọ pẹ yi
èyí wọ́n yá ìwà ẹ̀ màtánà òun kè á wo wẹ̀ èyí mà yé nà ẹ̀fúdà àmì ẹ̀ yóò wẹ̀yàwé yóò wẹ̀ ní nọ̀wẹ́rẹ́ owówọ̀ àti enjoyment òṣèrà òṣìyẹ ẹ̀ òwe sọ̀tẹ́ ẹ̀ wọ́n wẹ̀rẹ́ yé rírọ òwe mi ò yẹra nọ̀wẹ́ gbà òwe wọn náà yẹra òwe mi ọ̀tẹ́ ọ̀wẹ̀ rí yíyó ẹ̀ ọ̀wẹ̀ gbà òwe wẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n òwe uwe pọtọnu wẹrẹ aro usẹ wẹye usẹ gelere náà sọpá wẹrẹ yóò bọ ọmọ yóò gbéra ọmọ yóò bí yé nuya lówẹ ẹ máa máru ọwọ náà yé sukuu ọwọ tiẹ susẹ sọpọ dó mami ọ̀nà àṣà wọn usẹ ti arẹba ọmọ àṣà wọn ọmọ àrùjọ bọ wọn èdè ọ̀nà ọ̀tẹ́rẹ́ dùzùgbẹ òye ẹ̀ náà òun ló kéré àrùn owó ẹ̀.
ẹ̀mí náà ni màmú yóò tọ̀ nàgùn náà ẹ̀dùn náà bù wá. ẹ̀mí náà kàkà bọ́ wá hin kún à ẹ̀yìn náà hùdá ọ̀wẹ́ èké náà má tiẹ̀ èmi ìbáni èmi yé mami wẹ bàbá kèmí yé gèlè dàmẹ́ẹ̀dófẹ̀ yíyé ìwà àtẹ̀tẹ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ ìyàhún ọ̀rẹ́ kì èdè ọmọ ìlú àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ìyàn ìsàbọ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ igbó àáyàgbọ́ àlè mọ́ ìrà ẹni mọ̀ kí á rí àáyàgbọ́ àlíwò náírà àdọ̀lẹ̀ mọ̀ dàgbọ̀n yìí wọ́n sẹ́ ní sẹ́ ìmáhùnà sórí ní àgàrí dúró ní yàfò ní ọ̀kẹ́kẹ́ ní mọ́ ní rẹ̀ jìnnì wẹ̀ ẹ̀rọ ní yóò yà lélẹ̀ ní ìyí gẹ̀ ní yóò yà ní ìdáwẹ̀ ọ̀hún yóò tọ̀ ní nùgbẹ́ dá ìwòbẹ̀ bá dá yìí oníkèmí nùgbàdàn tí a rù wà ìrẹ̀lẹ̀ mi ká mi ẹ̀ nẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ̀bùn náà ó iná wẹ ìyàwó náà wà á yà dẹ́ wé jẹ́mi ládẹ̀ ní ìyàwó àdé yà gbélé wà á ń wọ̀ fún wà á wà wù mẹ̀rẹ̀ rẹ̀ apá ni wà á lẹ́mẹ̀nà ni mẹ̀rí ẹ̀ wà á lẹ́mẹ̀nà ni mẹ̀rí ẹ̀ ní wà wọ̀ wà má ní wúwo ìrọ̀pọ̀lọpà wà mú fún wà ẹ̀ wẹ̀ èmi ní yẹ́ náà ká ní wọn ìmànìbùn náà ìwà ayé náà tí a yí tí lè rí àbí yíyan wa èèrà mẹ́ẹ̀ n'owuregbe n'ọmụ ihe ladi anya na-abịaghị yìí na telivishọn ọmụ ihe yìí na ewuhe na-abịaghị ọhịa eleghị bụ ọmụ ọhụrụ nye ewu na ibẹ̀rẹ̀ yìí hụ ụdị kpọnọrọ ẹkụ ọgwụ ya ukpọ n'ọyọ ọsọlọ abịaghị ugbo akịrị wikebi bụ ọyị kpọghị gbe ẹ̀ẹ́dì ọkẹ́ kí ni ti ayé ukpọ ọrị hẹrẹsẹ na yibẹ nira ụdị kpọnọ mayọ ẹkụ dẹ́rù wẹ́ máṣe tí yà á mí ẹ̀rọ ẹ̀yà fi máa gàgà gbígbó sọ̀rọ̀ bọ̀ mo rí èmi mọ́nì náírà àkókè ńlá àyà àkókè yé èrù ní àyà náà ni wẹ́ ni wẹ́ kú ọtún rẹ̀ lónà àwọn mìíràn àjọ ìgò gbọ́dún wẹ́ lè gbé dégbò ní dé èfún ńlá iye ọ̀sùn ẹ̀kẹ́ wẹ́ náà ni wà ní àgbẹ̀ mákàdá yìí yóò pàdé àkànwé gbèrú dání udo mi ewe jọ̀wọ́ lórí ẹ̀rọ ìgbẹ́sọ̀rì ẹ̀rọ ìfà ẹ̀jẹ̀tẹ̀mú húdà ọ̀ràdì ẹ̀bẹ́ ní ìdẹ́ kìkì ní ọ̀hánà ẹ̀rí gbẹ́ húdà ọ̀mọ́mì nọ̀kí arí ní ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀fẹ̀ pẹ̀lú bá ọ̀yìnbọ̀ tí ẹ̀ rí ẹ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀nà gbé ọdún wẹ́ ẹ̀bẹ́gì ìdíwọ́n náà fi àìbẹ̀rẹ̀ rí báyé gbé yàrá ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ìdíwọ́n náà tó gé màmú gbé húdà ìrírí ẹ̀rọ pàrí wa ọ̀wọ́n rọ̀ pàgó ẹ̀ ojú ọmọ pàrọ̀ ìyáṣẹ́ tí kìkì àlúríà lọ́yà agbára ìrìnkẹ́ yàrá wẹ̀ yà á dé àwọn ìtàfíà ẹ̀ọ́gbẹ́ yìí gari boy via dirayi na une do keke oga ipa wedo ya de peti udo ya peto waya udo gbe uga waya udo zo pa ma pu ne de na mu we fane kwa udo ya gbo aluminium udo ya kun then upado aba nyanyanya television o ya nu na radio ya tu
oni yo ti na pa ni
awe de won dana opa ni no te mu ehun yi magbe ẹ̀wẹ̀ náà gbá èrì ní wúlẹ̀ra ẹ̀wẹ̀ kí á bẹ̀ ìrùn ẹ̀ bẹ̀dọ̀ kìkì fún ìdẹ́nigbẹ̀ ká wọ́n náà ọ̀nà ọtí àwọn ẹ̀kí á lẹ́kí á fò tẹ̀bí tẹ̀ gbé mẹ́wé rà mí yásẹ̀ gbẹ ẹ̀dẹ̀ náwó èmi náà wú náà fẹ́fẹ́ ẹ̀rí yá náà sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ gbàgbé ní bí kọ́ mẹ́yẹ kù yẹ yàrá ìbá ayé rí mọ̀ nù wọ́n rí mi ẹ̀mẹ́wé tó bọ̀ ní gbọ́ gẹ̀gẹ̀gẹ̀ ẹ̀gí tẹ̀ tí ìrú rẹ̀ pọ̀lọpà bọ́tọ̀ yẹ́gun wa ọ̀wé gbàgbé gbọ́ máa wù ú pẹ́ ọ̀nà yà á gbọ́ tẹ̀tẹ̀ ọyẹ́ lè hù yìí mẹ́yìí sẹ́ àtúnyẹ̀ ẹ̀wẹ̀ dùnú pa ẹ̀dẹ̀ náà pa dáadáa màá wọ́n gbá tó ta ọ̀wé gbé pa ànáyìí ní ọ̀wé tó gbé àwọ̀ ẹ̀ bí ní yàrá òye bọ̀ tó sábà ayé yóò gbọ́ ẹ̀ nìyí mí náà kọ̀ọ̀kan kí so ìdálà ọ̀gbọ̀gbọ̀ wà rẹ̀ gà ní àgbò wa ìfúnni ní gbogbo ẹ̀ ní yàrin náà rẹ̀ fi yé kéde ọba àtọ́pẹ́
yìí. Uzano gbera magwa kame orawe giligili gwakaya ni moya pa giogbe mawagwa kan na se orusun yeso no yewe kian era ma giogbe iyo obi giogbe mo soro eyerare yiyere eso yirare eyiyere eso yiyere eyerare gbosun e ba mi ti waro ngasi ya vaya iye no kwa muni so pa ware mu ye no kwa ube ge wo die keye we iya na obi ene na mi ati du koko medo nwa se mi yana iye no kwa eyan mu ni ma ni mu na wo ki no nwa ene ma re mi na e ya yere agbe ma mi mu na iye we aweta mi ro ata mi ya ma mi mu na owe uvie na we lele de kefe ukin aye ore yo yẹra ono ìwẹ́nà gbọ́sẹ̀ ìsọ́ọ̀sì náà yẹ mìíràn àwọn èbò pásítọ̀ ìmáàmì ìwùnà èsòwò ìyá ikú ìwùnà ní ikú ìyè sọ́ọ̀sì sẹ́nà ìyá ẹjọ́ ẹ ní ṣe bójú wẹ̀ èyí ìyàfẹ́ ìyá mìàmì ríyàn ìyá mìàmì yíyàn èyí ni màá gbọ́ká ni wọn gbá owó tó kì í gbá ẹgbẹ́ wẹ̀ ẹ̀yẹ́ ra pa màwárí gun aka etí ra nínú ìyẹn wà sí tí wọ́n yọ bọ̀ náà wọ́n yọ bọ̀ náà etí yẹ wọ́n sì tí òun náà mú ẹgbẹ́ kí a rí ọ èyí máa rọ ọdún wọ ẹ̀rí ìnàta ẹ̀ èyí àdékùn ẹ̀ tún fè wọ́n fi yé mẹ́ ẹ̀rí ìnàta ẹ̀ so èyí ní thou shalt not forget your father and your mother iwe se boyo emamira emamiwe ehun owo salobo ano edagbon o ya fe na ya neru won leri owo salobo yakin emino ne ya ma inu wa jewe ni ata bawe era egbemara o lawa eko egberi ehun ya ri owera o wa na biwe supa we regedege meti do lo wera yi wo so wa mo nupo geba gbe so wa po gea we do ma se no dio o ma se ya e se le la radio o awu e te no dio mo se o mo wa iya do le yin e gbo do ma ti do ni ko wa yi e ke le jo wa ye ni aka bo do le yi aye ra ene ewu no wupa no ma no ya ri ni no ya ri ra ye ne do ma se ti do lo wa yi ne unda we e wo ri e wuku wa ye do le yi na ri o do ma ri e wuku wa me ni we ya ri wuku o so ri ra ni unda ehun no kwa e no we ifo to no ri e wuku we o to wa do adoro wa na yi na o te na amba ehun ni na nu we ni oyinu we ami edagbon wo so we unda na tegbemu e magun akana e na robi egbe unda egbe soro we na mo wa mi ma ni regwa oyin le so do ata udo mi eno wa da no wa ri agbe wa oyin agun arawe obi oyin ma ya gwa ni ore ni aya na ya ro yin na aye na egbe na meke na ga bi se aye ya ri oyin ya iye ni we no bi eni ogwe e ma won e titi enwe o ma we se uya mi ri oyin umi ewo we are setting ye wani emo na ya ko mo ku gbe ni awo ni yin awo egbe to tare sala wa awe ona amugore oyin na ayo pe di yan bo e pe dopa iwo amupa ilele no uwa wa ni go ni keka ilawa gbe nda ilele lẹ́yìn na we wo aharu nínú sáré gba wo ma we aharu we ma ni we radio wo sa na we mi awa ya afte fwa de sáré gba maka we de no keke na ri lo yi ore bible ore mama ro ya ro e mama ro na ya we ma ni ya na me we ko eso ni ma mi ni na ya we ezede master de keke era bi na ma he mo na ma mi wa ma do lo yi sewe aya we wa mi go abo se we ni a donate wogu e ni a mu wogu e gbera pe epo oni wa ya fun no ya bo wa we akwa una ya ku do ma do le ra yi una ya ku no ya bo wa o yo se dagbon owo keke imati enwe lenu ya wo lenu ni ra eri o mo are won lenu ewo ni ri ni eri o mo are won ni eri o no ni wa do lo wa yi keke ni ye kare la gbono muda na mi so oge wa e ru da so wa ka bo re amoyara pe otin to no pe o ka no me si no wa nda mami we ero wa bi yo ma na wa si ana e ma era no koko ma no ri ra no wa no dolo wa dagmo ji na mi e de rari ota e mo ya re we bo o wa pa iro no ko o ma e ma una erunoki ekenero wa bi yo wa na no wa ogi sebe dagbo ma no re bi no wa e aziki o meva ka ga me so Jacob o meva na o para izeki o ma ge o mama ira dege we no be je ne dion wa ni bun iya gi dege ona ka mo ye no dion ri so won la o nu da owo eye ki no ya gbe mi owo re no lere ni egbe ni e o ni emi na lerun ne nu da ederie owa ori je ona ka mo ye ni ewe mo ese na Jacob owo no zege mo pa bo bi won no gbe mu ni e no ka no me ari no ame ye ebe ni ra egbe ni ra gwa lo ona gbona mu ne ona mu ete ame ni ona papa yo egbe ori se ba we baba wi re ni ona wa ana kin owi me no ge iso ona so pin oruwe oko ge Jacob na we sikame re ona mo bo ni emu ipape ohun ibo kan yi ewe to gele ro wu e no ime ona gele mu mi wo to na yi ogi ene ona fele kwa eti ori won ya fo na ya lerun ne wene di o ma lerun na o se di o ma yori obi egbori ne bi egbo ma mi no isan e di o wa to bo ye gege e suku ne zi o ma na zige suku na o ya ri o na se webo
ona a lawyer ona a engineer babara dia avio dia ma avio ke derun we ore baba ya na we ko azi ki ga we dori e ba e me ne ko fon ni mi na le run agbonu e nu da e na u no ma eru no ko kwa no na na go adoleri ma doliji ma yi de e moro na ri wa je na imoni bo ma ye ne gbe o awe ke ni amu a o da oluga gbe e jo ma emi nu me yari ra e se du ona ibude ni ma bu so pa e mo wa de leru wa yi wa do bone mori mu bi aye no nene wero no sameyu e to ze e riro e jo ma gwale ni nu me yari ra e si ayi to ni ya nu da ugawu e mo mare egbegagba owe oba atope
o se ni wa ni matana ude ni ma mi e ma bege wo
ya zere
e ma ya zere o yi ma wi bude na mi we so we afi wori no wa ro ne e pe e ma kate wa yi kan ma ni na mo ma wi ye na mo ma wi ra gbe so de ye ko ra ola o tun no jo no lo mu di awon era yewe no o de na ile lewe mi o de eko ya mu magbeso wa mi ewe ne e ma so ya we ri ha he yin are o pa no ma so se ye wira no ma so se ye wo ko no ma so se ye wo mo ero de awi ama ko so se ye we na ame doli ayi ehun no kwa o ya yi mi o yin na ni me ma ka mo na gbado ki no kwa we na gba we we o we ye da re o de yere eri omo ave yewe eri otan ave yewe eri raru ne oteme eri kede yo
ude na bu na wala wo edo na wa ya we ni gele o ma no tewi e kin abizu gberi ni mi ma ka bai fi ni we gberi e no wi e kin akiri ti iyi e wa iwa wu ki no ya mu we kin ani kere menu mweni we wasu sere menwe okawe agbewe powder we bi ya omo ewo ko ve kame ari mi emi agbo ori go ori to ne una fi yeke gbe no we gbedo ari oya no kare re go we no ya dole dagun we yi ere de ri no gba wa ki egbe egbu ni me ri o ga dole ari ye yi bege ni aya ragbo ni are le baye ni aye hu usuma na we mi egbe obi ma re gbo ni we emi ma we ni wu ni ra uni ere mu are unu ehun no kwa wa re no no sa wala ho ibana amakana mu gena idema idatu wa ya ni dan ho ewe ni mata wala wa ya we ni ofun egbegbu ma ya ro itu epe itu iku itu obera itu biye itu are ka je de ya wa re mi ojo we ro wa ga dan mi he mi ojo we ta wa re mu abai me wa ru no ba ka yi imanire iye kovia ya ofun oguwa ya ro ibi ma la te ni an obi gbene jo be mu emi ma re ya so ni an wa ya to boyo yeke o ti ma rere ba ye right honorable Idahosa no deputy governor obe ni je me ma ya de ya iso wa ya to boyo yeke me wo na me ke na fure no gi ma ya yin hu ga ni awu na e mo ya hin dagbo ti adole yi kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wé ńlá kẹ́kẹ̀ọ́ bí yé ìlà ìdí ẹ̀ máa míàmíà ọba àtọ́pẹ́.
iṣẹ́ ẹniwọ̀n ògìbò tán náà wé sẹ́ni ẹni máa gbọ́ kan ọ̀rẹ́ náà gbá ògì rọ́mà náà gbá ògì yọ̀ wòtá màá wé ìnira wàá wé rọ ẹgẹlẹ wọn náà bìẹ ìyàwó dẹ́kọ̀dẹ́ yà fẹ́ níbi yà gbọ́ yà tẹ̀ náà mọ̀. Oda omoni na osawo bona we ona do yin we hihun e won ma yere we era me osu seri me ye school owa agbo job de big lucky owa wona e ga so aba ni ra me na e na re school e owa wona e ya mo me osato awon ego e omo mo na wa mi wa ona do asani u be ye yaro we no moko we no ri akara ori e lae yera yi yero muda emi we uni do ma keke edon we ero ima we neru umi odagbon we na na we we era bi we iya we o se ti do le ayi we mi o wasi o kan wasi e na ya fe ma we neru we ni wa ma ge to edo ya fe ma we ye dore o de mi ma 1000 no gbera wo kan no ro to na no mo no ba no la o oge na ti edo ya fe awo ka ge na we sunu yiba wa mo gbe ohun da ebonu wa ve na ya mo ki estate edo tedo estate yan ikin o wa yere to na ki estate ne eyi owo na re do me ma do are pe ne gele yina estate ha na are wo o te ire wo ni wa yan gun ya den wa yan abo wa yi eri ori amawa estate uhinu wa ya wo wa redo ore dede wa re estate be wo be o te wo ni bo e ya fe ore dede ya re ore nupo ni awe la aya dueki eri ona ni wa ọba àtọpẹ iṣẹ.
ITV, certainly the best.
Hello and welcome to WIC Women in Conversation, where we discuss things pertaining Nigeria, pertaining women, pertaining men, and pertaining the children. We discuss everything pertaining the family, brothers and sisters, things that are positive to us. Or if they're not positive, we'll try to find solutions or give advices on such things. And of course, today, to do one of those things, to talk about one of those things, is the Japa syndrome. But before I go into the topic properly, I'm going to let you know who is talking to you. I am Patricia Uremu Gabriels, and thank you for joining us on WIC. And so today we're going to be looking at Japa Part 2. We had discussed Japa on this table before, and so we're continuing it because you all out there wanted more on this Japa syndrome topic. And so we're going to be talking Japa Part 2 today. And to do this with me on my right, I have Chinyere Okorafor. Chinyere Okorafor is a journalist, and so she's going to be discussing and sharing her own opinion on Japa. Chinyere, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
And then also I have Gift sitting very prettily. I have Gift Furera.
Yes.
Gift Furera is a professional chef, and Gift Furera, her name, of course, is an Arabic name. So I have always wanted to know the meaning, and she has always shared the meaning with me. She says, is a beautiful flower. And she's sitting very pretty. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Okay, so of course I have Esther.
The food lady.
Esther is laughing. I have Esther Unen.
Yes.
Esther Unen is an educationist and a proprietress, and also a food advocate.
For men.
For men. She advises that we give our husbands, our men, very good food. And she is from that part of the country that does just that.
Justice to it.
Esther, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so today, like I said earlier, we're going to be looking at Japa Part 2 because we've discussed Japa on this table before, and Nigerians wanted us to, share more light on Japa. And that's the reason why we brought it back to the table. So I tagged it as Japa Part 2. But before we continue on this discussion, let's look at what former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan said. He says the Japa syndrome in Nigeria has to stop. Anyway, before we go answering him if it will stop or it will continue, let me ask what Japa is. It's a Yoruba language, so what exactly is Japa Chinyere? Chinyere is an Igbo lady, from her name, but who has lived so much in Lagos, so she knows the meaning of Japa. What's Japa?
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Madam Pat. I live in Lagos, so you hear Japa Japa all the time. So I asked question and they said it means to flee. You know,
run,
to take off your shoe and just run. So that's what Japa means. And in the context where it is being used today, it's a serious issue because it has shifted from just fleeing, but to a very massive migration of individuals, families living in Nigeria.
Okay, let's take it from the former president, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, who said the Japa syndrome in Nigeria has to stop. Do you believe it will stop? Or it has to stop? Do you believe it has to stop?
Well, to me, I believe it has to stop. The reason is because there's an adage, and I believe it's true, that says there's no place like home. Okay? Yes, there's no place like home. So it has to stop. But before we say let it stop, what are the basic amenities on ground for it to happen that it should stop? Because the truth is that our leaders, they have actually failed us. They have failed this nation since from inception. So they have not laid down anything reasonable for anybody to look at and say, I'm the slightest opportunity to Japa, I will not. There's nothing. There's nothing. Are we talking about economic hardship? There's nothing that somebody will finish school and there's no job. Even when you get a job, you are underpaid. So they prefer to go and take manual job down there because their pay there is even higher than even when you get a job, you are underpaid. So they prefer to go and take manual job down there. Because their pay there is even higher than a bank manager here in Nigeria. Yes. So so many factors, and then the insecurity problem, the insurgency, the killing, the kidnapping, is it police brutality that we're talking about? So this, especially the youth, they actually in the slightest opportunity they want to japa because there's nothing that you are giving to them that will say, okay, we should stop the japa. You need to stop Japa. You understand?
Okay, let me come to you, Esther. You heard what Gift said. So do you want to agree with the former president who says the Japa syndrome in Nigeria has to stop?
Yes and no. Yes, if the government put the basic things on ground. Have they asked themselves, why are these youths and families, now it's no longer youth, so anybody that has the opportunity to japa, the person will just, with the family, not even minding what they're going through out there. So I'm of the opinion that it should stop, but based on the ground that the government are ready to put on the basic things, the schools, our hospitals, the roads, our electricity, all this has to be in place. So that people who are jackbarring will stop. Because everybody wants good thing. You want a good life. Go to our hospitals today. It's either the doctors that are on strike, the nurses that are on strike. Go to our schools. I can remember how long I spent in school. A course that was meant to be 4 years. I ended up spending 5 years plus. So is this the country that we are telling our children to stay back? So our government that will hear us today, please, if you want us to stop jackbarring, if that word is correct, please put the basic things in place. Let our country work. We have all that it takes for us to succeed in this country.
Yes.
And we are very hard work. Nigerians are very hard-working people. So if the basic things are in place, if our electricity is in place, Nigerians will not run away.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So as a young lady, Chinyere, if you have the opportunity to japa today, will you japa?
Thank God you asked me this question. Because on social media, when people, talk down on Nigeria, maybe because I'm a journalist, I usually, look at what they're actually criticizing and I make my position to say, okay, yeah, the government may not be doing right in this area, but there are these other areas too that they are doing okay. So let's do check and balance. So everything cannot be totally bad. If it's all totally bad, I mean, we won't even survive. It would be a revolution. So because it's not totally bad, that's why we're still here. So for me as a young person, me personally, I believe in Nigeria. Honestly, I do, because of my kind of the job I do. I am privy to so many information. So I have this idea that Nigeria can work.
Yeah.
It's just that our leaders do not have this political will, to
Go
make
straight
things,
to my question. If
to make
you
you
have the
to make you
opportunity
well.
to japa
If I have
today,
opportunity to japa, to leave Nigeria, it to be on a good course, not to just leave and I don't want to come back. Maybe to further my education or to do something and improve on what I already have, and then I come back and impart in Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's your take on the japa situation.
Yes.
Let me come to you, Gift. As a mother, if there's an opportunity to send your child abroad for school, with the situation of Nigeria today, would you take that option?
I will. 100% I will. I will not hesitate at all. I will not hesitate because I fear for the next generation. The way things are going. I actually fear for the next generation. What are the things that we have on ground that they will leverage on in their generation? Because it's really paining me, honestly. So I will not hesitate that my children, all of them, they them japa. You understand? Because look at it. Even infrastructure, nothing. I sometimes I just sit down and say, God, is it that some people will start will start living under the bridge because the government have not even made any accommodation, even a low cost that people will access. Landlords are increasing rent every day. I'm telling you, it's alarming. So let them japa.
Okay, Esther.
Yeah.
I asked her if she has opportunity for her children to go school abroad. If she will. Okay, you are a proprietress.
Yes.
Even though you don't want me to mention you are an administrator, an educationist. Okay. So you advise parents on the activities of the children academically.
Yeah.
Now she has answered as a mother. You as a proprietress, would you advise parents if they walk up to you and say, listen, my child is going to be passing out from secondary school and I'm looking towards sending that child abroad to go to school, what would you advise me?
For me, because I was once in that situation when my daughter finished her secondary school. So my husband, I personally wanted to send her out, but my husband was of this opinion, no, she's not fully matured, because then she was around 15, 16. So if I'm to counsel a parent as at today, I'll tell the parents, let the child finish in the first degree in Nigeria. Before then, or after first degree, the child is emotionally, mentally matured. So that, because we are talking about jackbarring. A lot is going out there that is not healthy for our children. 15, 16, you want to send the child out there to stay all alone. At that age, the child is still young. There's certain decision that the child will take at the end of the day might bounce back negatively. So for me, as an administrator, I would say, allow that child to finish the first degree in Nigeria. He or she can go out there for a master's. Except you have a reliable person that is going to monitor the activities of that child out there.
Okay, will you still give such an advice even with the situation of what is going on right now in Nigeria? Be honest to yourself.
This is what of course, this was about 4-5 years ago, which the situation has not really changed. Like it's worsening, exactly. I put a clause. If you have a family member, a trust friend that will monitor the activity of the child out there, you can release. But in a situation whereby you're just sending your child to Canada, 15 years, 16 years, to UK, to America, all alone.
A lot of family will not want to agree with you.
I know.
Because me sitting down here, I'm one of those family that will not want to agree.
I agree,
because
absolutely.
I know I took my son abroad when he was just 16, and he is doing so well right now. So it's a thing of, for me, well, I am not a guest.
That's what I'm saying. Opinion differs, okay? So this is personal. I want my child to be emotionally, mentally matured, that can take decisions, certain decisions for himself or herself. So this is me as at today. I don't know what will happen tomorrow. So, but as at this timing point, this is what I will advise. And this is the decision I will take for myself.
Okay, that's your decision, and that's what you'll be advising parents that comes to your school, or parents that wants to seek your advice, okay, on the Japa syndrome thing. But I don't think a lot of Nigerians will want to agree with that because of the situation of things going on right now, especially in our education sector. Anyway, we're going to be continuing this when we come after our short break. Please sit. But it's still WIC Women in Conversation. We were discussing JAPA Part 2 because we had JAPA discussion earlier on before. So we're continuing it because Nigerians wanted to really, really understand this JAPA syndrome. And we had the former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, who says this JAPA syndrome should stop in Nigeria. Coming from a president who probably his children are not here in Nigeria, probably not schooling here in Nigeria, and he's saying that the JAPA syndrome should stop. Well, I don't know how Nigerians are going to see President Goodluck Jonathan on this issue. But we're sitting here representing some Nigerians. We're going to be looking at the JAPA syndrome. Let me come back to you, Chinyere. If a man from abroad finds love in you and decides to come take you, with your stand that you believe that Nigeria will be better, Nigeria will work again, would you ask him to come back home? Because there's also what they call Japada. You've heard of it.
Yes.
So will you ask him to Japada so you both can be in love in Nigeria that will work again?
Well, that question will come if I have something I've already built here that is very strong, that me leaving Nigeria may affect the business.
No, you said earlier on that because of the kind of work that you do, you have a lot of information and then you believe that Nigeria will work again. So based on that, you have the faith that Nigeria will work again. Would you ask him to come back home so that you all can build Nigeria together?
Okay, I see. I understand the kind of question you're asking. But then, well, what I have now, what I'm doing right now, I think I will go with him. I'll go with him.
I got you there. I honestly wanted to get
me. You misunderstood me. That I said Nigeria will work does not mean that, like, is how do I put it now? Like, right now is all I don't even know how to put it right now. Like, that I said Nigeria will work
does not mean it's working now.
Does not mean it's working the way we want this to work. But it's a futuristic opinion that
Nigeria would work.
I look at
why I asked that question is because you say, because of the kind of job that you have right now in Nigeria, you are opportuned to have data, you have some information that some of us don't have. And then because of that, even when the JAPA, because I asked if you have the opportunity, if the opportunity to JAPA comes to you, will you want to go? And you said no, because of your kind of job. So it means that if Nigeria is working for you already. So that's why I asked, if you have a man out there who finds love in you, would you advise him to come back home, Japada, so that it
No, I think maybe you misunderstood what I said initially. What I was trying to portray is that You know, Japa in the context that we're talking about, you know, is relocating.
Yes, yeah.
You know, relocating finally.
Yes.
For me, I wouldn't want to relocate finally. Not that I cannot relocate. I can relocate on a temporal, you know, arrangement. Like I want to go and do a master's, then I come back.
Okay, now if you find love,
if I find love,
yes,
why not? I will join him over there. I will join him.
You won't want him to Japan.
I wouldn't want him to come, but if he wants to come and build something here, I will encourage him to come and build it. And like I was trying to, you know, say earlier, like if I have strong something that I have, maybe like I've established a company, you know, something strong. Like right now, I'm still employed. Like I'm still working under somebody. Like it's not like my establishment. It's not a company that I own. So it's easier for me to leave and travel. But if I have something strong here, you know, very strong that is, you know, giving me money, I can encourage him to come here. Or you know, we'll find a way to do it. I don't know, my opinion might be somehow, but
that's your opinion.
That's my opinion.
Okay, so let's move
Yeah.
on to Jackpada. You know, there's also the Jackpada syndrome, which is not that much, but we have people who also have gone and tested and it may work for them with Jackpada. What would be your advice of a Nigerian who had sold probably their property, their homes, because a lot of Nigerians do that now. They sell their property to go and then they get there, it's not working out the way it's supposed to work out. Will you advise that person to come back and face it in Nigeria? Or you will ask the person, stay put there and dig it out like every other person? What will your advice be?
Well, you know, sometimes people who are already there, even though things are not working out well for them, they coming back to them is like shame. They don't want to come and face the shame, you know, at all. But it's in two ways, you know. If they can still persist, if they know they will still persist.
Gift, you have the plan to Japan. So President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, former president of Nigeria, is referring to you.
Okay.
You have every plan to Japan. Because you are saying if you can persist,
yes, now,
sit down there.
Sit down. Yes.
Make you not come back.
No, if you can persist, because you have already given up everything here. So what are you coming back to fall on? You understand? So it could be frustrating. Some of them, when they come, they might even want to suicide and thinking of something else to do to themselves that is bad. So they should be, since they're already familiar with the issue over there, they should persist. For me, they should persist and you know, push further.
Okay, to you, Esther, now there's this there was this thing happening, especially in the UK, abroad generally, but especially in the UK, where families leave Nigeria, sell the property like we have just said, and then maybe one of them is a dependent and going to school for masters, like she said, and then I carry my husband and children. And then we've heard and seen when they get there, most of these women start to misbehave because they already know the law, what they gain, the law favors them over there, and they begin to misbehave. Most times send their husbands out of the home. Let me know. Is it a good thing? Before I go to what the UK government has just passed now.
Is it a good thing for the women to
do that? Yes. So someone said probably she has been bearing a whole lot of things in the marriage. And then when she got there, it's like, okay, this is I want to show you.
Yes.
Is it a good thing to do?
The question is somehow it's not a good thing per se, and again it depends on what the man also display out there. You know, Nigerian men believe that women are second-class citizens in court. Anyway, not all. So they believe that going over there, it could be the same character he was exhibiting here in Nigeria is the same thing he's displaying out there. So if that is the way for the woman to have some relief, she'll feel. But for me, it's wrong. She should not do that.
Okay, so I think the white people now knows that it is very, very wrong, because some of these men you just find them in their place of work dead. I'm sure it's the stress from the
House,
house. And then when they chase you out on the street in abroad, it's not a place where you want to run to. I have one uncle or one auntie somewhere, you know, and they get frustrated. So, but sometimes when they go to work, you just find them there. I guess that's what, you know, brought about this law that was passed just last week or 2 weeks ago, where the British government have said that if you come in to our country as a partner, as a family, as a couple, you must remain a couple. If you divorce, we send everyone of you back home. Okay, so that's a very, very good one coming from the British government because of the kind of things that our women are beginning to do out there. Okay, so let's go back to President Ebele Jonathan. Let's understand how do you feel this coming from a man that definitely his children are not in Nigeria? Do you think it's a good advice or that the Japa syndrome in Nigeria should stop and stop now? Do you think it's a good and a strong advice coming from someone that we all know, of course, his children are not there?
Well, like I said, honestly, his idea is good, but you know, I think it's coming from you know, I don't know how to put it, but
from leadership.
Because
he's a leader.
He's a leader. It's coming from a leadership perspective. You understand? So me, I feel they as leaders, they should be the first to lay down the examples of what they want us to do as to not japa. You understand? Okay, their children are over there. You understand? Their children are over there. Okay, their children are over there. And the masses, we are here. Their children are not even partaking from all that is happening. If any headache, they will take them overseas. They are not even accessing the medical facilities that they themselves are not concerned about. You understand? So I don't know how you want that to happen. And sincerely, I don't know.
Okay. One word to the youths out there on Japa.
Do what works for you, our youths. If for you to Japa is the best thing, do it. But then if you can survive in Nigeria of today, stay back.
For the sake of the insecurity, one word for those that want to Japa.
If you want to Japa, if you're very convinced that you want to Japa, do it. I mean, you're very convinced that that place will work for you. It's good that you Japa and just go and be okay.
Okay, gift. For those that sells their property and want to Japa, what's your advice for them?
If you have sold everything and there's nothing that you come back to fall back to, please persist.
Don't
push. Don't
Japada. Okay, Japada.
Don't Japada. Push, persist, and let God help you.
Push in a positive way.
Yes.
Don't listen to gift to go and push. If you have sold property and Japa and it's not working, please come back home. Come back home so you don't drop dead while you're pushing. You understand how difficult it is out there too. But to our government, one word to our government. Please, just one word to our government.
Government, wake up and fix Nigeria.
Our government, our city government to make infrastructures, insecurity and all of these things, they should resolve it so that Nigerians will feel safe in their home and not have any reason to Japa.
I will say to our government, please be sensitive and listen to the heartbeats of the people, the cry of the people, and especially the youths. Bring them to the corridor of governance. Let them also have a say. Let them also have their own thing as youths. Let new things be introduced so that we know the difference.
Thank you, Gift. I think you're also a politician. Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies, for coming on board today. Anyway, to those youths out there that want to Japa, do it the right way. If you want to go to school abroad, it's okay when you go to school abroad. It's very, very okay if you can afford it. Don't kill people to want to do that and don't break your back to do that. I remain Patricia Oyunigabos. Thank you for staying tuned today with us on Blue Eyes.
ITV, certainly the best.
Coming up on the ITV News tonight, Works Minister berates concessionaire over shoddy handling of Benin-Asaba Road. Preparations in top gear ahead of 92nd birthday ceremony of Isama of Benin. FCT police deny confirming organ sales by FCT Nasarawa youths. Amnesty cautions Kuje chairman over threats to non-APC voters. A very beautiful evening to you, and thank you for joining us on the ITV main news for tonight. From our Benin studio, I am Lawrence Osifo. Joining me in our Lagos studio is Messelina Onkwo. Messi, good evening and good to see you on the news tonight.
Beautiful evening to you, Lawrence, and good to see you too on the news tonight.
Always looking beautiful as usual. Remember, you can watch ITV live online at www.itvradioNG.com/live. Follow us on our social platform on Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, all at ITV Radio NG. We'll begin the news in earnest, where the Federal Ministry of Works has held a stakeholders meeting with the concessionaire handling the Benin-Asaba Expressway following the worsening condition of the road and prolonged gridlock that has left motorists and commuters stranded for days. The meeting, led by the Minister of Works, Engineer David Umahi, followed an on-the-spot assessment of the troubled highway and growing public outcry over the deplorable state of the road. Oluwafemi Farayola brings us the details.
The Minister of Works, Engineer David Umahi, who visited parts of the damaged portions of the road, expressed dissatisfaction with the handling of the project by the Benin-Asaba Expressway Concession Company, accusing the concessionaire of lacking the technical competence required to execute the rehabilitation effectively. The minister particularly faulted the removal of existing asphalt on sections of the highway without completing the necessary rehabilitation works, saying the action contributed to the deterioration of the road and the hardship experienced by the road users.
The destruction you have caused on the road is beyond your capacity. We do not see you having the capacity to reinstate the road. Pleading with you before the public and before the governor to allow Ministry of Works to bring in competent contractors.
Representative of the concessionaire, however, attributed some of the challenges to persistent rainfall and the heavy volume of traffic on the highway. The project consultant's representative, Engineer Toyin Akinlapa, alleged that professional advice to prioritize drainage construction was not followed, contributing to some of the problems on the highway.
Some of the site instructions that we also gave to them were not adhered to, most especially concerning the drainage of the road.
The Edo State Governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, appealed to the Minister of Works to intervene in the Benin-Asaba roads. He called for calm and assured motorists of government intervention.
Looking at the project at hand, looking at the road itself, after 16 months, these people are not serious about completing this job. So, Minister, I advise that do the needful. Edo people are watching, Nigerians are watching.
The minister ordered a review of concession agreements on major roads to restore the affected sections of the Benin-Asaba corridor to a motorable condition. Present at the meeting were Governor Monday Okpebholo, Minister David Umahi, Deputy Speaker of the Edo State House of Assembly, Honorable Atu Osanwanyi, officials of the Federal Ministry of Works, project consultants, PPP representatives, among others. Oluwafemi Farayola, ITV News.
Ahead of the 92nd birthday celebration of the Isama of Benin, beautification of number 1 to 13 Okada Avenue, resident of the Petrak and the Honorary Romanian Consul to Edo and Delta States of Nigeria, His Excellency Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Usawari Igbenedion, has reached its peak. Pius Onsogo reports that workers are putting finishing touches on the decoration and maintenance of the entire premises.
Pictures of the celebrant and Isama of Benin, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Usawari Igbenedion, adorn the premises, while workers on the ground are putting frantic effort to ensure timely completion. Vehicles and passers-by accessing Okada Avenue and Sir Gabriel Igbenedion Way in GRA Benin City will have no difficulty in understanding that a great event is about to take place yet again in Benin City. Meanwhile, the magnificent residence of the Isama of Benin is resplendent by night, following an enchanted lighting display across the entire Garden of Eden residence. From pillars to palms, and flowers. The residents of the Esama displays luminous elegance. Passing through streets adjoining the Petrarch's residence, one will mistake it for a street in Disney Town. The opulent lighting display transforms the premises into a luminous wonderland. Some workers comment on what to expect at the end of their beautification work.
At the end of the day, I know this decoration will speak elegance and all, so I'm glad to be part of this team.
The copper will look good, look nice. The grass will fresh.
For decades, the Esama of Benin, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Usawari Benedium, has been consistent in making his birthday celebration a global event. This year's ceremony, as you can see, is going to be even greater. From the Esama's residence in Benin City, Pius Nsogo, ITV News.
As Edo State marks its 35th anniversary on August 27, residents are reflecting on the state's journey, achievements and challenges, with education emerging as one of the key areas requiring sustained attention. Patience Osarogiwa sampled residents' view on the state of education as Edo State commemorates its 35th anniversary.
Created on August 27, 1991, Edo State was carved out of the former Bende State, which it shared with present-day Delta State. 35 years on, residents say the state has recorded significant progress, particularly in expanding access to tertiary education and strengthening educational institutions. Former Labour leader Reverend Olu Aderigbigbe and politician Barrister Gentleman Amego commended successive administrations for their contributions to the growth of the education sector. They, however, stressed the need for greater investment to improve educational standards, infrastructure, and learning outcomes.
We have been lucky so far. To climax it all is Obaseki, who really promoted education to date. And thank God, the Cuban governor, I think, is also trying to do his best.
We have done so very well. There are so many universities now in Edo State, which hitherto we didn't have. To that extent, we say we have done well.
For the Deputy Chief of Staff to Edo State Governor, Honorable Pius Alile, Edo's 35-year journey is also a story of peaceful coexistence among its people across the 3 senatorial districts. Alile identified technical, vocational, science and technology education as areas requiring greater attention to prepare young people for the demands of the 21st century economy.
What we are seeing now is a different era completely. But our educational system have not been able to match to the speed of the society. And that is a general thing, not specific to Edo.
As Edo clocks 35, residents say the state has come a long way, but its next chapter must focus on consolidating its educational gains while placing greater emphasis on skills development, innovation, and opportunities for its growing population, especially the youths. From Benin, Patience Osaogiwa, ITV News.
Barely 3 weeks after independent television, ITV and radio reported a constant public outcry over the growing criminal activities of scavengers in Benin City, Edo State Crop Monitoring and Regulatory Team has commenced a clampdown on illegal scavengers not profiled by the Edo State government. Dona Dehime brings details.
Activities of some scavengers in Benin Metropolis, no doubt, have brought untold hardship and pains to many residents in recent times. Against the growing public outcry and constant media reportage, government has swiftly responded by profiling scavengers, giving identity cards, authorized reflective jackets and stickers as a means of identifying genuine scavengers from illegal operators in the state by seizing cars of illegal scrap operators. Some Benin City residents commended the recent clampdown and seizure of cars of illegal scavengers still moving around the streets and major roads in Benin City.
Also, government do this. I believe Benin for the goods because those are booking and they want to turn our state to that place.
Buy material for grand before you go ask somebody. Don't leave your material.
I want to thank Monde Okpewolo for what he's doing right now for pulling these scavengers from the street.
The residents urge members of the state scrap monitoring and regulatory team to sustain the exercise, insisting that proper monitoring would help separate genuine scavengers from those allegedly using the trade as a cover for stealing public and private property. Coordinator, Edo State Scrap Monitoring and Regulatory Team, Mr. Ikyoya Omowele, reacts to the development.
All these truck way they here, we collect them from illegal scrap scavengers, and these people refuse to submit themselves to the profiling where they go on for the state. And there are some where we say they are authorized to scavenge for their oga way get dump. What would just see profile their dump? What would they call the dump owners, authorized dump owners? And some authorized dump owner no see any of their boys credible to submit for this profiling to scavenge for them. That is why we carry our car command side today. Go they arrest those who be say they no register, they are not authorized to scavenge in our society.
It is expected that with this development, illegal activities of scavengers will be contained. From Benin, Donald Ehiminyen, ITV News.
Yes, on to the ITV main news, broadcasting live on independent television. Let's now take you to all right, the Nigeria Police Force National Cybercrime Center says it has traced over 3.6 billion naira in illicit funds converted through cryptocurrency following the arrest of suspects linked to investment fraud, police impersonation, romance scams, and identity theft. The center says that the funds were uncovered in investigations into the international cyber-enabled investment fraud and money laundering syndicates. Crime correspondent John Tanner reports that the director of the Nigeria Police Force National Cybercrime Center, Assistant Inspector General of Police Akaniyene Ezima, disclosed this at a press briefing at the center's headquarters in Abuja.
Police says investigations show that local technology entities allegedly acted as conversion terminals for laundering millions of naira originating from deceptive WhatsApp-based investment schemes and other digital fraud. The center says the arrested suspects are linked to investment fraud, police impersonation, romance scams, and identity theft.
Further investigation revealed that this 3.6 billion, which is proceeds of crime, was converted into USDT through a wallet address and peer-to-peer transactions and sent as cryptocurrency to the final beneficiaries, thereby making tracing and recovery of the proceeds more difficult. It's not impossible, but it just makes it difficult. It does take us some time to be able to unravel the holders of those wallet addresses.
Meanwhile, the police are advising estate owners and landlords to conduct proper background checks before admitting tenants into their properties to avoid inadvertently harboring fraudsters.
Estates harboring criminals, yes. You see, sadly, some of these estates, what they sell is security, exclusivity. So they kind of make it difficult at the gate for you to pass. But the estates residents association owe themselves a duty to ensure that they know their occupants, they know their neighbors, they know their source of livelihood. Landlords owe themselves a duty to vet people that they are giving their apartments to. That makes the job of the police less.
The police says the operation demonstrates the center's growing capacity in digital forensics, financial investigation, and cryptocurrency tracing. From Abuja, John Taylor, ITV News.
Still in Abuja, where the Federal Capital Territory Police Command has debunked viral reports claiming that it confirmed that almost all young residents in Mararaba, Yaya, and other parts of the FCT have sold their kidneys to organ traffickers. A Facebook user, Labran Abu Labko, had alleged that the police confirmed that almost all young people residing in Mararaba, Yaya, Karu, and other communities in the nation's capital have sold their kidneys in exchange for money. The post also alleged that an agent residing in Mararaba has been purchasing human kidneys. Reacting, the FCT Police Command, in a statement issued on Wednesday by its public relations officer, SP Josephine Ade, said it has neither received nor confirmed any report of such nature. The spokesperson added, that no statement or communication to that effect has emanated from the police command. The statement urged members of the public to disregard the said publication and refrain from circulating unverified information capable of causing unnecessary fear, panic and apprehension among residents. It, however, encouraged anyone with information regarding the alleged human organ trafficking or any other security concern within the Federal Capital Territory to promptly report the same to the nearest police station. A rights group, Amnesty International Nigeria, has criticized the chairman of the Kuje Area Council in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, Samuel Danjuma Shekwolo, over remarks allegedly threatening residents who refuse to report or vote for the All Progressives Congress, APC. The condemnation followed the circulation of a video on which Shekwolo has heard declaring that a resident of the council must either support the APC or leave the area. The chairman reportedly insisted that he would not tolerate opposition to the ruling party or President Bola Tinubu's re-election bid ahead of the 2027 general elections. Reacting, Amnesty International described the statement as a direct attack on citizens' fundamental rights, warning that no Nigerian should be forced to support a political party as a condition for living in any part of the country. Amnesty International further urged the Nigeria Police Force and other security agencies to intervene immediately and prevent any attempt to intimidate residents over their political choices. The organization maintained that every Nigerian has the constitutional right to freely associate with any political party without fear or threat or persecution. The group also described Shekwolo as a danger to society and called for him to be held accountable for remarks it said could endanger lives and undermine democratic freedoms. And you're still on to the ITV main news, broadcasting live on independent television. It's time for us to take you to the Center of Excellence, where Messelina is standing by in our Lagos studio to bring us more interesting story from that path. Messi, take it over from here.
Many thanks to you, Lawrence. And right here in Lagos State, numerous passengers traveling to Delta on Delta Airlines Lagos-Atlanta route have been stranded at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport following the cancellation of 2 scheduled flights. And also the airline first cancelled flight DL9895, which was scheduled to depart Lagos for Atford Jackson Atlanta International Airport on Sunday, August 23, 2026. Affected travelers said they were rebooked on another flight scheduled for August 25th, but claimed the rescheduled service was also cancelled. The airline, however, apologized for the DL9895 flight cancellation from Lagos to Atlanta and said it was due to an issue that limited crew availability. In another report, Lagos State government says it has commenced a legal government advocacy campaign to promote the voluntary blood donation as a lifestyle, with the Lagos State Blood Transfusion Service urging residents to donate regularly to ensure blood is available when urgently needed. The Executive Secretary, Lagos State Blood Transfusion Service, Dr. Budorin, said the exercise was the first of 10 advocacy and sensitization programs planned across the state's 20 local government areas. She said the initiative was designed to raise awareness about voluntary blood donation while providing residents with opportunities to donate through the blood mobile stations at the venue or at designated government hospitals.
Just on to the ITV main news, broadcasting live on independent television. We'll take a short breather to bring you more reports shortly. Just stay with us.
Of Nature, an agronomist with Nigeria Institute for Oil Palm Research, NIFOR Benin. The strange palm tree also raises issues of a blend of science with human interest and cultural significance for maximum impact.
Thank you very much for joining us on the program, Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable, but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you eat well and avoid those risk factors that will make your immunity to be down, then the risk of contracting tuberculosis will be reduced.
If you're healthy, then you're wealthy.
The Ugewe is the final ceremony of the series of festivals. It is one of peace and lightheartedness, following the more solemn of the ritual year. Ugewe is the festival of the Ewe leaves, a symbol of good luck and joy. It is the most popular of all that heralds the dawn of a Benin New Year, new vow, newness of life and freshness of life, and a new hope for the future. In the evening, the Ewe leaves are presented to the Oba of Benin in grand style in a colorful ceremony. The Ihogbe society, amidst singing and dancing, bring the sacred leaves that symbolize good luck, blessings, peace, and prosperity. Each of the senior members of the Ihogbe proceeds to give the sacred leaves directly to the Oba of Benin, and others put theirs at his feet.
Well, thank you so much for staying with us. And moving on the news, there was a show of solidarity in Ewu, in Eastern Central Local Government Area of Edo State, as chiefs, king makers, elders, women and youths staged a peaceful protest march in support of the Onoji of Ewu, His Royal Highness Alhaji Abdurazak III. Francisca Igenegbale reports that the group reaffirmed their loyalty to the monarch and called for the protection of the traditional institution and the peace of the kingdom. The report is presented by Zainab Mohammed.
The Solidarity March, which took participants through major streets in Ewu, ended at the residence of the Odion Wele of Ewu, where leaders of the various groups declared that His Royal Highness Alhaji Abdurazak III remains the authentic and rightful Onoje of Ewu. They said his emergence followed due process in line with the age-long tradition, customs, and native law of succession of the Ewu people.
people because he wants peace and the development that we have been witnessing in Elu Kingdom to continue in great stride.
Razak is the knowledge of Ewu, and they have been accepted 29 years ago, or nearly 30 years ago now. And the Ewu is peaceful, progressive, it's not oppressive.
Speaking on behalf of chiefs and kingmakers, they affirmed that the monarch's emergence followed Ewu traditional succession customs, describing him as a father and peace builder. Women and youth leaders in their separate remarks also pledged their support and called for continued peace and unity.
He was installed, he was given a staff of office by the governor then, and he's been on the throne. Since he came on the throne, there has been relative peace in this community. There has been progress. You have not heard of people killing themselves and fighting themselves.
Exactly.
The groups urged the Edo state government and security agencies to protect the traditional institution and uphold Ewu customs as the peaceful solidarity march ended with prayers for the monarch's long reign and the kingdom's continued peace and prosperity. Zainab Mohammed, ITV News.
Some Nigerians in the diaspora have been honored for their outstanding contributions to youth empowerment, human capacity development, and nation building in Nigeria and abroad. The award recipients were recognized during a gala night marking the 62nd anniversary symposium of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, NYCN Diaspora, held in London, United Kingdom. ITV's UK correspondent Rosalind Warame brings details.
The National Youth Council of Nigeria, under the leadership of Ambassador Collins Idahosa, has brought together distinguished guests, young professionals, and change makers for an evening of reflection, recognition, and celebration.
In a speech delivered by the UK ambassador Yemi Sor on behalf of the governor of NYCN Diaspora, Ambassador Collins Idahosa said the Gala Award night was organized to honor outstanding Nigerians who continue to raise the Nigerian flag high through exceptional leadership, service, and impact at home and abroad.
The success stories show we the world exactly what we are capable of achieving when we work together.
The keynote speaker and First Lady of Kwara State, Her Excellency Professor Olufolake Abdulrazak, while commending Nigerian youths in the diaspora, called for the sustenance of such initiatives, stressing the need for greater collaboration and continued investment in the younger generation.
I commend the National Youth Council of Nigeria to foster national unity, coexistence, as well as promoting Nigerian youth participation in national and global development.
The high point of the evening was a presentation of awards to deserving Nigerians in recognition of their commitment and contributions to youth empowerment. A special award was also presented to the First Lady of Kwara State, Professor Olufolake Abdulrazak, for her remarkable contributions to youth and women development.
We appreciate the work that the youth are doing in the diaspora. They are also remitting back to Nigeria, helping to grow the economy.
All my women leaders across the 36 states, is for you all.
Commandant of the Year Award, such an honor to represent the country properly anywhere we are in the world.
Guests were entertained with music, comedy, and delicious meals. From London, Rosalind Ewurame, ITV News.
The Nigerian Red Cross Society Edo State branch has decorated the coordinator, Office of the First Lady of Edo State, Adesili Ukpevulu Anani, as matron. Adaize EB reports that Adesili Ukpevulu Anani was decorated during the 2026 annual First Aid Disaster Management and Leadership Training Camp. The report by Adaize is presented by Efusa Omwangwe.
Decoration of the coordinator of Office of Edo State First Lady, Adesili Ukpevulu Anani, as matron of the Red Cross Society. In her remarks, Adesili Ukpevulu Anani encouraged the need for continued knowledge on first aid for the security, safety, and well-being of Edo people.
I consider this investiture not merely as a recognition, but as a call to greater service, compassion, humanity, and commitment to the protection of human lives.
The Edo State chairman of the Nigerian Red Cross Society, Monday, Edo Gawire, said the team First Aid Without Borders, Every Journey, Every Life Matters, reflects the Red Cross commitment to saving lives regardless of status or background. Edo Gawire, who praised volunteers for their service despite limited resources, appealed to government, corporate organizations and individuals to support the society's programs. Also announced that 24 persons have been inducted as new trainees into the Edo State Red Cross.
Our responsibility is to ensure the assistance reaches people when they need it most. Through first aid, disaster preparedness and response, health promotion, emergency support, community sensitization, humanitarian assistance, and other interventions.
The Nigerian Red Cross Society is a humanitarian institution with a long and proud history of serving humanity without discrimination.
Also speaking, the national president, represented by Sydney Usawa, will describe the event as a reaffirmation of commitment to humanity and urge the new matron to inspire more citizens to volunteer as the branch focuses on disaster preparedness.
This training is on various aspects of life as it relates to life-saving skills.
The training camp will run until 29th of August 2026. From Benin, Efosa Wangwe, ITV News.
There's excitement in the Olugbo community in Ikpobanka local government area of Edo State as all is set for the inauguration of Olugbo Hospital, scheduled for 29th of August 2026. The hospital, a division of John Vincent Global Group, was constructed as a private initiative by the Iyase of Warri Kingdom, Prince Johnson Atelege, to improve healthcare across residents in the state, in the area. Sonny Duke Okosun brings us details.
The Olugbo Hospital is described as a private initiative aimed at improving access to quality healthcare services for residents of Olugbo and surrounding communities in Edo and Delta states. Speaking ahead of the event, the medical director of Olugbo Hospital, Dr. Chimson Victor, said the facility is equipped with modern medical equipment and will provide specialized and general healthcare services to the people.
The hospital offers you a lot of services ranging from pediatric care, internal medicine, obstetric and gynecology, general surgery, orthopedics, and laboratory services.
The Iyase of Warri Kingdom, Prince Johnson Atelege, who is also the chairman of Jovanson Global Group and proprietor of Olugbo Hospital, who is expected to host dignitaries, traditional rulers, government officials and stakeholders at the inauguration ceremony, said the hospital is a dream come true.
I did it just to alleviate my people from the suffering of healthcare. When I saw the way my people, Olugbo people, are dying every time they have little health challenge, I must do something to help my people.
Some members of Olugbo community thanked Prince Atelege for the vision.
For some time past, a lot of people have lost their lives trying to take them to Ogara or Benin City to access health care.
We are happy we have a hospital here. Before, when our people are sick, before they carry them to Ogara, they will die on the way.
In Olugbo, we are suffering. We have no hospital in Olugbo. As I speak, on Saturday, August 29, we are commissioning it.
The commissioning is expected to mark a major boost to healthcare delivery in Ikpobanka local government area and adjoining areas. From Benin, Sonny Duke Okosun, ITV News.
Edo Young Star team has emerged champions of the 2026 Salvation Cup football tournament. The report by Maurice Imise is presented by Ikbomusa Ugiagbe.
The tournament, which brought together young football talents, provided an opportunity for the players to showcase their skills and football artistry. The participating teams exhibited teamwork, discipline, and sportsmanship. Edo FA chairman performed the ceremonial kick-off for the closing match between Rockers and Edo Young Star teams, which was entertaining.
We want to catch these boys young. We want to keep Edo State free from crime. And you can see a lot of players, a lot of teams that participated in this tournament. 20 teams comprises of 30 players. So if you look at it, we're looking at 600 players that were engaged for the past 1 week. And this will keep our state clean from crime. These boys will be happy that they have something they are doing. And we are calling on every individual in Edo State, corporate bodies, individual sponsors, to please let us engage these boys. It might not be for under 15, it might be for the under 17. Why not? It might be for ex-players.
Sponsor of the tournament and consultant physician, Dr. Chris Egbe, expressed appreciation to all the participating teams for their dedication and sportsmanship throughout the competition. He said the tournament was organized not only to promote football, but also to help young players develop their talents and build good character. Dr. Egbe presented cash prizes to the winning teams, with the first place team receiving 400,000 naira, second place team 300,000 naira, and third place team 200,000 naira.
Redirecting the passions of these young boys towards a possible being. Football is a universal language in this world, and bringing them off the streets and giving them a purpose is an amazing one. This tournament has been wonderful, and I hope that the subsequent ones will be better than this.
I thank the sponsor of this tournament for this wonderful tournament they have organized for the players.
It's an encouragement to young coaches coming up, and I want to commend the organizers.
Ikmomosa Ugiagbe, ITV News.
The state chapter of the National Democratic Congress NDC has officially unveiled its candidates for the National Assembly elections to party members and the public. Efusa Onwangwe reports that the minority leader of the Edo State House of Assembly, Honorable Natasha Osawaru Idibia, under the NDC, was among top notable personalities present at the unveiling ceremony.
This was the first major outing of the NDC, which is currently gaining popularity across the country. However, the event primarily was to formally announce the candidates for the National Assembly election from Edo State, ranging from Edo South Senatorial District, Mrs. Ekpele Asemota Bridgetti Osayuki, to Edo Central, Honorable John Yakubu, and Edo North, Madam Mariam Osemoji. The leadership of the party also unveiled the candidates for the Edo State in the House of Representatives category. Speaking during the NDC unveiling ceremony, Edo State chairman of the party, Engineer David Olukoga, urged members dissatisfied with the outcome of the party primaries to pursue lawful redress while keeping the larger objective of the party at the back of their mind. He said the most important thing is to win elections for the NDC and help build a country where institutions are more relevant than individuals, maintaining that stronger institutions will provide a fairer basis for resolving individual grievances.
To our members of the Nigerian Democratic Congress to please take this easy.
The three senatorial leaders also added their voices and urged the candidates to respect the views and stand of the party instead of looking for a way to cause division.
We'll bring the Senate to the people to the Senate. That office, yes, I will be occupying, but it is meant for all of us.
With us and with everybody, be on this journey. Together we can have a nation that we actually can call ours.
Some of the candidates thanked the leadership and the party members for the confidence reposed in them, assuring them that they will ensure victory for the party.
The NDC is not just a political party, it's more than a political party. It's a movement of family members who wants to see Nigeria work again.
Supporters from across the state came in their numbers to give support to their party NDC. From Benin, Efosa Wangwe, ITV News.
Let's see on to the ITV main news, broadcasting live on independent television. Time for another short breather to bring you more reports shortly. Stay with us.
Benin Cultural Dance, a unique dance and quality dance steps of the Benin people. This dance is a vibrant mix of traditions, arts and beliefs, deeply rooted in the country's diverse ethnic groups and their rich history. The dance has artistic expressions depicting the people's history. Benin people have been famous for bronze and brass work, some of which is said to date back from the 13th century, especially ivory and wood carving. In Benin, the people dance to show respect, honor, dignity, which they honor. They dance to show royalty, as naids are seen in their numbers around their body depicting the symbol of kingship.
The threat of global warming is real. You have seen the destruction of lives and property as a result of incessant flooding. Make the environment a conducive place for all to live in. Stop polluting the environment. Protect the environment today. This message is brought to you courtesy Independent Television and Radio.
Thank you for your time with us on the news. Moving on, the federal government has inaugurated a committee to prepare a comprehensive national threat assessment and a rolling 5-year strategic defense operation plan for Nigeria. President Bola Tinubu, represented by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, inaugurated the committee on Wednesday with a mandate to submit the 2 documents within 90 days for the consideration and approval of the President. Akume urged members of the committee to approach the assignment with professionalism, objectivity, urgency, and patriotism, stressing that it is of considerable national importance. He said that the initiative is aimed at strengthening Nigeria's capacity to understand, anticipate, plan for, and respond effectively to an increasingly complex and evolving security environment. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation noted that contemporary security threats has become increasingly interconnected and adaptive, with the capacity to exploit gaps between institutions, jurisdictions, and operational theaters. He also said that though the armed forces and other security agencies have recorded significant successes across different theaters in recent months, the government needed to move beyond responding to individual security challenges and establish a system capable of anticipating threats, setting priorities, allocating resources rationally, and sustaining operational momentum. According to him, the strategic framework must ensure that the national security objectives are consistently translated into measurable outcomes. The federal government has commissioned 100 electric buses under the Renewed Hope Mass Transit Program to ease transportation challenges for federal civil servants and improve workers' welfare. The buses were launched on Wednesday at the Eagle Square in Abuja with the head of the Service of the Federation, Mrs. Didi Waxon Jack, describing the initiative as a major milestone in efforts to improve the welfare of civil servants. Just stay on to the ITV News. We'll take another short break to bring you more reports shortly. Stay with us.
Some days, there comes the Ugemobo Festival, which the Oba celebrates outside the palace gate. A pavilion is built of red cloth where rites are performed to drive away all evil spirits still unsatisfied by the year's sacrifices. The Ugemobo Festival is to commemorate an event in Benin history which dates back to 1504 AD.
Thank you so much for staying with us. A renowned American singer, songwriter, actress, author, and businesswoman, Dolly Parton, has passed on. A national treasure in the U.S., Dolly Parton died on Tuesday, August 25, 2026, at the age of 80 in Nashville, Tennessee. Pius Nsogo brings more details.
Can you help me go the distance? Hello, God. Hello, hello.
Dolly Parton's death was announced by her family. Widely recognized as a country music icon, she crossed into pop, gospel and blues. Dolly wrote over 3,000 songs and had 10 Grammy Awards. Her famous songs include Jolene, I Will Always Love You, and Coat of Many Colors. The song, I Will Always Love You, was later made huge by Whitney Houston. Known for her big blonde hair, glamorous outfits, big personality, and Tennessee accent, she leans into the glam doll image, but was also known for her being super smart, funny, and down to earth.
I was rich as I could be in my coat of many colors. Mama made for me.
In everybody's life, there's a special person that you love more than you love anybody else. There's a song about that special person in my life. It's called I Will Always Love You.
She founded Dollywood, her own theme park in Tennessee, and her Imagination Library gives free books to kids around the world, with over 200 million books given out. During COVID-19, Dolly Parton donated $1 million to vaccine research. People loved her because she came from extreme poverty in the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee and built an empire, but kept her humility.
Make welcome Miss Dolly Parton.
In my Tennessee mountain home, life is as peaceful as a baby sigh.
She's funny, self-aware, and known for lines like, it costs a lot of money to look this cheap. The music icon celebrated her 80th birthday in January 19, 2026. Tennessee declared it Dolly Parton Day statewide. She has been dealing with some health issues this year and slowing down a bit. She cancelled several Las Vegas concerts in December 2025 and again in May 2026, saying her immune and digestive systems got all out of whack the past 3 years and that doctors clipped her wings on travel. She was also grieving the loss of her husband Carl Dean, who passed away in March 2025 after 58 years of marriage. Pius Nsogo, ITV News.
Music lovers are mourning the death of American country music legend Dolly Parton, who died at the age of 80. Daisy Ibe takes a look at the life and enduring legacy of the music icon, with respondents describing her songs as soul-lifting and timeless. The report is presented by Patience Osarogiwa.
My coat of many colors that my mama made for me.
Dolly Parton bowed to the cold hands of death on Tuesday in Nashville at the age of 80, bringing to an end a remarkable career that spanned over 6 decades. Born into a poor family in rural Tennessee, Parton rose from humble beginning to become one of the world's most celebrated singers, songwriters, and entertainers. With thousands of songs to her credit, she gave the world timeless classics including Jolene, Coat of Many Colors, 9 to 5, and I Will Always Love You. Her music crossed generations and borders, while her philanthropic work, particularly through Dolly Parton Imagination Library, touched millions of lives. In Benin City, Lagos, and Warri Delta State, residents described her death as the end of an era, recalling a powerful voice, inspiring lyrics, and evergreen songs. Some respondents sang portions of her popular songs, including Coat of Many Colors, as they paid tributes to the late music icon.
Coat of many colors that my mama made for me, made only from reds, and I wear it so proudly.
For some respondents, Dolly Parton was more than a country music singer. They eulogized her as a symbol of resilience, generosity, and the power of music to inspire, comfort, and bring people together.
She was a great woman. May her soul rest in perfect peace. She had so many good songs that are evergreen.
I love one of her popular songs, Coat of Many Colors,
My mama bought for me.
We thank God for her life well spent. She has done well. Even the United States of America President Donald Trump has instructed that all flags should be at half-mast.
She just wanted to preach love and peace. She wanted to preach through music that the world can be a better place.
Dolly Parton's remarkable journey from humble beginning to global stardom has made her a cultural icon whose influence extended far beyond music. Although her voice has fallen silent, residents say her songs, her generosity, and the lives she touched will continue to keep her memory alive. From Benin, Patience Osaugiwa, ITV News.
And for more in the exciting world of sports, let's join our sport decks where Tolulokbe Oguntimehi is standing by.
The Nigeria Premier Football League (NPFL) has secured a landmark 3-year title sponsorship agreement worth 10.095 billion naira with Warsaw-based Polish sports betting and digital gaming company Euromatch. President of Nigeria Football Federation Ibrahim Guzo described the agreement as a reward for consistency and perseverance.
It's a reward for consistency, and it's just the beginning because they are just title sponsors. And by the grace of God, we are going to get some more co-sponsors that will come in to bring a lot of money into the league.
NPFL chairman Gbegelegbele said the agreement had been long in coming, stressing that the clubs remain the biggest beneficiaries of the deal.
Yes, that is $7.5 million. That will help in increasing 50% straight to the clubs. That's our agreement. This must be reflective in the welfare of the footballers.
Chairman of Euromatch Group, Mr. Sase Osemi, expressed delight at the partnership, describing Nigeria as a market with enormous potential because of its huge youth population and abundance of football talent.
Nigerian talent is the most underrated talent. So when we look at the long-term potential of Nigeria, it's so far the best potential for us. We think it's the first year is not going to be the greatest year, but after the second year, the potential of the return of the investment will be very high because the talent is superior.
Under the deal, Euromatch will commit 3.366 billion naira annually to the NPFL, providing a major commercial boost to the league and its participating clubs. Nigeria women's volleyball team survived a late Ghana scare to secure the 3-2 victory at the 2026 African Senior Women's Nations Volleyball Championship in Kenya. The victory keeps Nigeria's hope of progressing alive, with head coach Elishama Ilam praising the team's fighting spirit. Nigeria will face Cameroon on Thursday, August 27, in their final group stage match. Nigeria is set to host the 9th Lagos International Badminton Classic from August 26 to 29 at the National Institute for Sport, Lagos. Badminton Federation of Nigeria President Francis Obi says 166 players from 27 countries are expected to compete for a $20,000 prize purse. Obi said the federation is fully prepared to deliver a successful championship and thanked the NIS management for providing venue. And that's it on Sport News. I'm Ogutime to Lokbo Ogutime.
And with the sport news, we'll call it a wrap on the ITV News for tonight. But before we go, we told you that the Works Minister, Engineer Dave Umahi, has berated the concessionaire over shoddy handling of the Benin-Asaba Road. We also brought to you that preparations are in top gear ahead of the 92nd birthday of the Isama of Benin. And we told you that the FCT police have denied confirming organ sales by FCT Nasarawa youths. And we also brought to you that Amnesty International has cautioned Kuje chairman over threats to non-APC voters. And that's the size of our package on the ITV News for tonight. On behalf of my colleague in Lagos, Mercelina Onkwo, we thank you for being a part of the news. I am Lawrence Osifo. Do have a pleasant night rest. Good night.
ITV, certainly the best.
ITV, certainly the best.
Waiting day up.
Government say contractor no work for rainy season. Government say after the rainy season, hey, this one don't shock. Some people don't spend like 5 hours for year. Welcome, oh. Don't shock, oh. But government don't tell us say make we get patient after the rainy season. Road. Why this one be like this? Be say the Benin Lagos Express Road. Now of your river don't choke, don't block. Hey, where those state government want see money to do this one? And then for Upper Siloko Road, near Oku Junction, the road don't block, oh, because of that new Lagos road by that of your bridge. Oh God.
Hey, what's he do?
Not clear.
What's he do?
How many hours you don't spend here?
About like 3 hours.
3 hours?
30 hours. 30 hours.
Government say after rainy season, contractor go come.
Who's after rainy season? Wait till be rainy season, eh? Wait till be after rainy season.
I say after rainy season.
Who's after rainy season?
That's not government talk.
You know suffer, they suffer for here. You know suffer. That's your yellow sand. See, it's around 12. They road for here. Wait till they happen. Customer don't call. Wait till.
After rainy season.
Who's be after rainy season?
Contractor no dey work for rainy season. But this road don't get us a bill. Don't show. How many hours you don't spend here now?
3 hours.
3 hours.
And I'm heading to Port Harcourt like this every day.
Are you there? Port Harcourt? Don't cast though. Hey! Hey! I won't beg Edo State government. Since I don't tell Edo people say after rainy season, contractors. Are they for Upper Siloko Road for Avia? Are they for Igoshodi? From here, you dey go Igwabazua. From here, you dey go Igwarake. From here, you dey pass and go Kada. From here, you go pass and go Agbeta, Utese, Agbese, Uhe. From here now to New Road now. You see why you see all this motor now? Now that new Lagos road they be the pass. But that of your river, that place don't spoil, it don't block. FEMA. For the past like 3, 4, 5 years now they tell FEMA, that of your river, they need to reconstruct and redesign them again. From the slope to the hill. But as that place don't shock now, vehicles when they come from Ondo, when they come from Lagos, why go carry Sansan, why go carry Quarry? They don't care where they go pass for that Benin Lagos Expressway because that of your river by that bridge, it don't shock. That's all of them they pass here now. Contractor not they work for rainy season. Contractor not they work for rainy season. Contractor not they work for rainy season. Government say after rainy season, contractor they go mobilize, contractor make they come.
You good, you be comedian.
Welcome, Oga.
How is everything?
Hi, everybody, how the journey now? Government, we don't go meet government concerning all this road. They say after the rainy season, they go mobilize contractor. May they come do all this road. Say this rainy season, contractor not they work for rainy season.
Okay.
So more with the manager as we see him now. After the rainy season, the road will be putting back. Contractor will come on site. Okay. I don't go meet them. I don't ask them. I don't tell. I don't meet them. I don't tell them. I be government. That's what tell me. That's why they tell them, because many of the drivers that they complain. We don't go meet government. Government say after rainy season. How the journey now? Welcome. Where are you coming from?
I'm coming from Lagos.
And you are going to where?
I'm going to Enugu State.
Like how many hours you don't spend here now?
We don't spend like 4 hours for this traffic.
It surprise you?
It surprised me. We go to Ovia. Ovia is blocked. No road for Ovia. We from there don't come back. We enter this one. People wait Ovia. They Ovia like 6 hours. They don't feel go. People travel to far place. Ebonyi State, Abia State, Calabar, Uyo. Far away journey. We there for hold on for Edo State. Everybody complains that Edo State 9 was passed.
You know if we talk like that.
For the Nigeria. Sir, now that's what we are seeing. We have been suffering. We travel to many states. I work with Geo Transport Company. We travel to many states. In Edo State, we stop far a lot. Go to Awuchi Road.
We don't go meet the state government. State government say the contractor say no go fit come work for rainy season. After the rainy season, before contractor fit come.
But they are doing the same work in Ogun State with the rainy season. Inside the rainy season, Ogun State is working. They are doing the work, constructing the road in Ogun State. Even with
when motor when you enter. When motor.
Big thing for us today. 18 seater, 18 good seater. 18 seater we don clear bus today. Trailer for about 2 trailer for front. See we. I want to go enter inside bush. Oh. Now go enter airport today. Oh. What's today? When I tell government to do our road for us. When I tell our government to do our road for us. See what they want to go do for us today. What's no go for us today.
When motor they run the enter bush because of trailer.
For front.
Yes.
I want to go 18 seater.
Ovia motor there. Ovia motor we enter. Ovia motor we enter. The motor run enter bush.
For this
trailer.
This road so.
Now if it's
good seater.
Go in front you go see am.
Trailer dey back.
Go save us today. We beg the don't state government. Make they do something abeg.
Make they go do our road for us.
Waiting they happen soon.
Now waiting they happen. Boss now. Now waiting they happen. Boss now waiting they happen.
Now deputy, now he come from here. Another local government chairman come from here. Another House of Assemblyman, he come from here. House of Rep, he come from here. Only this of here, they not fit work. Why?
After rainy season.
Where will they go?
Wetin make you come pass here? Wetin make you come pass here?
No, because road no good.
No good.
Deputy Governor Nairobi this o. Dennis. Nairobi this.
Every person they look for alternative route to take enter inside Benin. So because of the road was shook for that Benin Lagos Express Road by that Via Bridge, that's all the vehicle now they come pass here now.
International drink goes out for inside the matter properly.
Hey, whoa.
It's a lovely evening on top of 92.3 FM. Now you can listen to the voice like this, and the program now Rush Hour will be saying like this. It concern me, concern everybody, concern you. Will they listen to us right now? Yeah, wait till they listen to our no go play.
Waiting they happen.
I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, and to serve Nigeria with all my strength. That's so it's supposed to be. Citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, anywhere you there for Nigeria and outside Nigeria, they watch us for ITV, they watch us for Facebook, for TikTok, for YouTube, and then for Upper Siloko Road. Upper Siloko Road. Last week when I did here, you know if we pass here. Last month, you know if we pass here. People come they talk. Where those state government? Where those state government? Where the governor of Edo State? Where the deputy governor of Edo State? However, and then for Ovia, and then for Upper Siloko Road, if Benin Lagos Expressway blocked by that Ovia Bridge, this now only the alternative where you go pass enter Benin City. I deal with the contractor, palliative. We need to monitor them. I want to thank Edo State government, led by distinguished Senator Monday Bawolo and the Deputy Governor of Edo State, aka Danko. People don't too talk, oh. People don't too talk, oh. But the people are very happy because you talk say after rainy season contractor go come, but this one is a palliative. Work is going on. We dey monitor the project back to back. And then for Upper Siloko Road by Goshodi. From here you go pass and go Gobazua, go New Road, go Okada, go Ogbese, go Uhe, go Ikoyake. They don't do it now. When I did here last week, people they spend 5 hours here. And they monitor the projects. And they monitor the project. Now palliative after rainy season, contractor will come to the asphalt. But remember to feed the person. The work is going on. Drop your comments. Share them. As last week, you know if you pass here. 2 months ago, you know if you pass here. 3 months ago, you know if you pass here. 4 months ago, you know if you pass here. When I come here last week, today's last week when I come here, everywhere shock. But the contractor they dey on site now to make sure say they do palliative. Oh my body that dey shake. Last one away. Upper Siloko Road. People don't to talk about this road though. Social media go they talk. Different people go they talk. But we're there here now. I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal and honest, and to serve Nigeria with all my strength. That's so it's supposed to be. I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal and honest, and to serve Nigeria with all my strength. As they don't do the road palliative now, okay, citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you know, say 1 week ago, I come this Upper Siloko Road, where shock. People they spend like 4 or 5 hours here. But as we talk, we don't say Edo State government now don't send contractor come now, they can do some palliative. You know, say when road block for New Lagos Road, now yeah, let go. Welcome. Wait. You know, say we don't tire. As they don't do the road now, be now. Palliative measure. Palliative.
Oh, we dey happy now. We dey happy small. That's small. Process.
Deputy governor. Who want me the governor say people they cry for this place.
Last so.
Say after the rainy season, contractor will come.
We'll try.
So now you want pass so.
Yes, sir.
You know you want pass so.
Yes, sir.
Welcome, sir. Welcome. Oh. So I said 1 week ago when I come here, trailers, vehicles, that they spend like 5 hours here, 4 hours here. This place now, therefore, Upper Siloko Road by Igwoshodi. You know what's this place now? Trailers, vehicles, that they spend like 4-5 hours here. You know if we pass here, people come they shout. I come they talk, say government say, contractors say they not go fit work for any season. But state government say they not go fit wait. And they quickly say contractor come do some palliative measure. Huh? Say that motor go fit the pass am. Now
Nana Dennis Okwebolo they try.
Wait.
Nana Dennis Okwebolo they try.
Deputy governor.
Yes, Nana they try now. Before this road not be pushed with the pass. No, it's not trying. It's not our person. It's not our person.
General. You not go fit pass this road as a last
General.
Deputy governor.
We don't get US more. If at all, we don't get US more. I suppose you do like this is there. For not they complain. God go bless them. Messi finish the road because from here God say not good though. Now manage the manager.
Before like how many hours did they spend here?
Before we spend like 3-4 hours just to cross from here to this journey here. But now as you do now, you see they okay. Thank God bless them.
CSO.
Don General. Welcome, Oga. You know if you pass here as a last week, now don't they shy away governor, wait deputy governor now say, may they come do this palliative. How you see them now?
No, they try. We really appreciate. Like on Sunday we pass, I saw the deputy governor here himself. I park my car there, then I use leg go church because they don't let us pass at all. But at least we thank God.
Like 1 week ago, when we not fit pass them, but government don't come do palliative measure. Now you find a complaint that they say yeah, don't get as a B. But the government say they don't do palliative now, so they'll not fit the pass them now.
Yes. It's still clear like this for this rainy season. But when it pass this time, made it one.
After the rainy season, contractor they come.
Contractor they come, abi. Kudos to them.
They don't do this palliative now. How it be now?
It's sharp.
Before like how many hours did you spend here?
Sometimes, not be even the hours, so it they kill most of our tires. Both the trucks and any motor where they pass, both small motor, they go they pass back. That back not even good before. It not even good again now because of the rain and when motor cut to the pass them. What they mostly cause that hold up that they now when accident happen for express for that side. Now make them.
Thank you.
Well done, Baba.
When our bridge block for Benin Lagos Expressway, the only alternative to enter Benin are here. They are happy now. Now here I did last week. Now this place I did last week where everywhere shock. I want to thank Edo State government led by His Excellency Distinguished Senator Monday Pawolo and Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa, aka Denko, the Deputy Governor of Edo State. Now in constituency be this, but I say no, if you wait, people don't do the complain. Yeah, be they shock, but they don't come do some palliative. Okay, welcome. As last week they complain say, yeah, don't kill your motor, as they don't do palliative here now, be now.
It's okay. It's okay now. It's okay.
Especially this market women, they go they complain. Odema. But at least they don't speak.
It's okay now. It's okay now.
Governor Yai, Deko.
Deko Yai.
Move.
Ọpẹ́ ló ti gbọ́ bá sùn wà òjọ́.
Ọwẹ́ kékeré lọ.
Ọpẹ́ ìwọ̀ ẹ̀ wà bí kí wọ́n ní wá sí kọ̀ wá.
Ọfẹ́ wait. You yourself no say as a last week you know fit pass here o.
Yes.
I be now.
Good
This
morning.
palliative.
Good morning. It's very, very good. It's very good. I'm from Akwa Ibom.
From Akwa Ibom?
Yes.
And you dey pass here every time?
I dey pass here every time.
Motor go dey break down here, they spend 4-5 hours. Now we come cry go meet governor and deputy.
Very, very well.
They can't do some palliative.
They have tried a lot. They have tried a lot. They have tried a lot. Greetings, greetings. Respect.
Boom!
Africa.
Hey! I pledge to Nigeria, my country. If you calculate them now, 1 week, when I come here, all your shock, trailers, vehicles, they not fit pass here, then they break down. We call a call on the Edo State government. We call a call on Senator Monday Bawolo. We call a call on the deputy governor. Say people for this upper Siloko road, because once that Benin Lagos Express road blocked by that Ovia River, the alternative road now here. But from here now you go access Igwarahi, Igwabazuwa, Ogbese, Okada, from here to New Road. You understand? But we want thank God now for this palliative where they don't can't do so.
Rush hour. I said, who go fit pass here? Now them go no be that thing. In your own road.
Yesterday, I saw him with my 2 naked eyes like
Deputy
this.
Governor.
Yes, Dennis Idaos, our deputy governor.
The only thing I want to tell them say, may they try their best, may they make sure say they do drainage for this place. Not be only to tire, because if you tire my brother, you not do drainage, and you not survey the situation where water go take come up for here. Now the same position where we dey now will still dey. Make the channel am from here to Ovia River.
But this palliative now it makes sense.
It's okay.
I told not bad.
Not bad.
Market women, traders now they complain. How the road be now?
It's okay with that car like that.
Okay.
You do thank you.
Doji! Move. Doji! I said last week when I tell here, you know if he pass here. Doji! You know say last week you know if he pass here.
I don't not be only last week. Since the beginning of this rainy season, we not see anywhere pass for here. See where we go they pass inside forest. You get one day I go jam kidnapper for inside. Since that day,
I be now.
It's manageable for now.
I turn bad pass.
Yes, now be bad market.
When I come here last week, people spend like 5 hours here.
Me spend more than 5 hours.
This kind of your motor not pass here.
Not be pass and inside bush with the
pass. No, but people, this kind of motor as a last week enough he pass this kind.
Enough he pass. Now inside forest with the pass. See the corner with the back of this upstairs. Now they will they follow. Swam. If you know where you are standing strong, you go carry you enter Banka farm. For now it's better. How are you?
I want to thank the state government for this palliative. As an area journalist,
Waiting they happen.
Now waiting they happen. Now waiting they happen. Now waiting they
Who be this man? You don't know say last week. Who be this man? You know if he pass here last week. Now you the chat where them go. Now here deputy governor from come. Now here they pass every day.
What they talk so? The man speak well and the man do well. If now let this one he do, it's okay.
No, we'll face this side. Come.
I say, Delco himself, he don't try. If now let this one he do,
face this side.
Yeah, my brother, I don't understand.
You said
why
Delco.
they turn my
Sorry.
I don't tire for this man.
My eye they told me.
I said Delco, do well. My brother, if you reach here before you go wrong.
Hey.
You go wrong. As I enter here, so I say, and my brother shout, say, what did they happen here?
We thank God, so they rescue us.
Now God go bless them. God go give them more power, more lawless. May they tell they do the work
more
for
wisdom.
us.
I
pray to God.
They say after rainy season, contractor will come do away.
No, never pull for that one. Now the one we see first.
As this one we see now, we get joy. We get joy, Don G. If I say that one day we dey come for Kada, that place wey someone pass that corner, my brother. Not be smart o. My motto na push, now we push. The motor dey mechanic workshop na bus wey na carry passenger.
How the road be now?
We thank God say
I tell
our governor.
Let they hear.
E be like say the junior one go beg Baba say come here because we don too cry for this road. God so kind, he come to our rescue. I just come there before you now see there. This place which kind of magic?
The deputy governor that called supervisor himself.
That is the thing. We are very, very grateful for him. Now then, my place be that. Now my hometown, I be that. Now there me the goal now like this. So, jungle, like this, fire down.
Clear.
Agree to.
So the
don't do.
See anywhere.
Don't do.
Don't be now.
We dey happy now. Before, the way this road be, is not motorable, is not measurable. Everywhere, maga, spoily. The road is not your good before. It to cut this and a wahala. Obi like say one carry machine put for head, take cross this place.
Happy now.
But now we happy now. At all na back. Now I am all. And we happy. As it is now. We happy.
Thank you.
Everywhere good.
Thank you. You are happy now.
Yes, I'm very happy.
Once the people voice, the suffer when I suffer here, last week, last 2 weeks, last month.
Rush hour. How you doing now?
Last week you know if you pass here.
No, I know.
Last 2 weeks you know if you pass
I
here.
know. So I pass on. I pass on last 2 weeks. Last 2 weeks. It's very, very rough. Hold up, we spend about 3 hours, 4 hours for here. For last week Wednesday. Trailer said the hook for Isha here. Talk less is more motor. So I even say we want to sleep here that very day. But we are very happy to see Deputy Governor Citra still do here for the letter of the use. We are happy.
We have seen the palliative. I was one of those people that came here to ensure that this road went viral on social media. You can see my video. They are there on social media. So I came back to town yesterday. I saw that they have done some palliative. I saw it on the media. I came here. This is quite commendable that at least it's motorable for now. So we are waiting for the dry season. And this road is a dualized road from Upper Siloko. It ended in Ego right now. So we are appealing to the state government that they should dualize this road to the stretch of Okada Junction, Iguabazua and all that. It's an appeal. That is why we voted for them. And we want to thank the governor too and the deputy governor for hearing our cry. I came here. I went on an interview with some other media groups. It went viral on social media. Thank you, sir.
Hey! I said last week, last month, you know if you pass here, this trailer, now if you pass here. Check, you know if you pass here. Since then, you know if you pass here.
For where the road not good though. No go area.
I be now.
You see the small.
At all.
We see thank God.
At all.
We see thank God.
I pledge to Nigeria, my country. This one are just palliative. Because the state government talk say, contractors say they're not going to work for any season. But people can't they complain. They spend 4 hours, 5 hours here. Can't they ask it wetin dey happen? Social media they cry different. I be now.
Everywhere good.
At all.
Not bad.
Before you know if you pass here.
Not lie you. Not happy and that would they follow.
But now it don't clear. For the past 3 months now, Appian you they go they pass. Yo, they say wait deputy governor. Now we go call deputy governor. They say after rainy season contractor go come, but they go just do palliative. How you see them now?
This palliative better be good, but the thing is that made they carry that big caterpillar, they mash them again, so that all those people used to go inside ground.
Governor. As a last week, you know if he pass here. As a last month, you know if he pass here. As a 3 months ago, you know if he pass here. But how you see this palliative now?
Today now, at least they try for us. They try. God bless them. If government are doing like this, we must love it. When we're not good, at least they will try to do it a little. We know that this is rainy season. Before dry season, before they will continue work. But what this work, this palliative work done, at least we clap for them.
Thank you. Na palliative o.
Wetin dey happen?
Na wetin dey happen? Na wetin dey happen? Na wetin dey happen?
Great to have you back once again, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Guys Hangout Show on independent television, reaching you live from the city of Benin. One show that teaches men to put themselves first. My name is Harry Aigboje, and of course, it's my pleasure to have you join me on this episode of the show. Now, tonight we're discussing control. Should a man be controlling in his relationship? Okay, most of the time we hear ladies complain that their men are too controlling. Okay, that their men always want to boss over them. So the question we're asking tonight is it okay for a man to be controlling in a relationship? First of all, what do you even, how do you describe a controlling man? What are the things that men do that make women see them as though they're controlling? Okay, is it okay for a man to have control in his relationship? Okay, can a man be controlling at the same time have control in his relationship? So these are basic questions that we're going to be answering tonight. My name is Harry Aigboje, and I'm not going to be doing this alone. I've got two gentlemen with me. One of them is an old-timer, but the other one is still a very fresh face. So I'm going to be starting with the fresh face. I'm talking about the one and only Emmanuel Walters. Good to have you in the show, bro.
Pleasure being here this evening.
How's it been?
It's been very, very awesome.
All right, seated next to Walter is the one and only Benedict Ochagu. Welcome on board, bro.
Thank you so much, Harry. Always a pleasure being here to do what we love to.
Absolutely. All right, so we're discussing something really interesting tonight, something that has to do with control. Now, I'm sure in your interactions with people, you must have heard some persons, especially the other gender, complain about some men of this era being too controlling. Okay, so let's examine the word control. Do you think a man should have control in his relationship or even in his marriage? I don't want us to just limit it to relationships, okay? Do you think a man should have control? And what is control to you? Maybe we should even begin from there. Okay, what's control to you? Is it okay for a man to have control in his relationship or to be controlling? Let me begin with you, Benedict Ochagu.
All right. Well, the thing is, when you're talking about controlling, as long as the relationship is between a man and a woman, they must be controlling.
Okay.
Is the hard truth that a lot of younger women are struggling with. But the truth is that the fact that you are finding it difficult to accept does not change the reality.
That's actually the part that I find interesting, because it seems like this generation of women are the ones, you know, having a hard time coming to grips with the fact that, you know, there has to be somebody, you know, that wills some level of control in the relationship.
Yeah.
It seems like, you know, our mothers of old didn't quite have a problem with it.
Yeah, you see, I was discussing with you before we walked into the studio here, and I said that the hardest time to be a husband, for example, is this generation. It is very, very difficult to be a husband in our generation. In the time of our fathers, it was easier to be a husband because women understand that I am going to be loyal to a figure, a male figure. A woman understands that I am going there. For example, the man is a farmer or the man is a businessman. I'm going there to support my husband and make sure that he succeeds, and from the product of his success, my children will also be taken care of. Right? Even sometimes they go into the marriage understanding that another woman might even come in and they will still be loyal. So it was quite easier in that concept being a husband in those days, in our father's time, in our forefathers' time.
So you're saying that they're going with polygamy in view?
Of course, it was a general thing, especially in African setting, that it was almost like a 70% thing that as I'm going into this marriage, if I'm the first wife, the chances are that there will be a second wife at some point. Bring somebody. And so you are even being trained by the society as the first wife to be a mother figure to the younger ladies that will be brought in by your husband.
But some persons now see this as a barbaric practice.
Oh yeah, it depends. You look at it from contextual
perspectives. Okay.
Right. Yep. The world is growing. We are evolving. We are becoming more modernized. And then again, people awareness has increased. And so Some persons will say, I don't want anybody to share my husband with me. And even some husband will even tell you that it is even difficult being a husband to one wife these days, how much more bringing another person. Like I told you, it is a difficult thing to be a husband in our generation because we have people, younger generation, who doesn't want any level of control. They want to pick up their phone on social media and say anything. They want to on Twitter and say anything. And so because they have learned a culture of, in quote, a free speech on Twitter, and so they try to apply it within everything without understanding how to separate between the social media
reality
life and the reality on ground, right? So it becomes a very, very big problem because with due respect to women, I found out over the years that women don't really filter. Women, because they have womb, they take in. And so that extension of being a man with a womb also affects them negatively in other aspects. That's why a woman reads a book, he swallows the book without digesting the book, understanding the one to take and the one not to take. She can just swallow the book and be applying it in her home and be using it against her husband because of what an author said.
Without filtration.
She wants the husband to fit into what an author said in US, without understanding that the scenarios are different. Okay. That's how that's how they are. And so some of the things our Gen Zs learn on social media, they want it to play. And that's what brings, especially maybe on movies and social media. And that's why when you come to propose to a woman, if you don't kneel down, she feels you don't love her enough. That is the effect of home videos and Hollywood and Nollywood movies and the social media, where love is defined by physical paraphernalia. But that is why they just want to do anything. She feels when she's wrong, don't scold her, rather correct her with a shawarma, for example. That is what she feels as well. And so when you don't do that, when you try to be a man, because a man is supposed to be a leader, and leadership comes with a level of controlling. You may not want to hear the word control. Okay, let's call it leadership. Let's not call it control.
Because I think that's where the problem is. It's a case of grammatical inexactitude. Some persons will tell you, well, don't say control, just say lead.
Yeah.
But is there really a difference between both?
No, let's choose their word. Let's call it lead. Because at the end, it's still control. Because if I'm given a position, God naturally gives a man position to lead.
Okay.
And within that position to lead, you have to control. You have to look out for her. The Bible says nurture.
Okay.
In nurturing, you look out for her. And in that looking out for her, you control her. Okay. Because if she goes out, in nurturing her, she goes out to take in something and she begins to have stomach constipation. The effect will still fall back on you. And so you must control her to make sure she don't take that thing. In the bit of trying, for example, you can be in a relationship with a woman and you are telling her the way you are relating with boys, the way you are accepting every guy, chatting with every guy. I know this road you are following, this bush you are following, it was people that cleared it. Me as a guy, I know where this can lead to because perhaps either you have used that skill to get a woman before, or you have, sorry guys, because I'm breaking guys' codes.
Absolutely.
People like Zabi watching us may not be happy.
Apology accepted.
Apology to the guy. So because of that, the guy tends to say, young lady, please set this boundary. Please set this boundary. Then say, why are you controlling me? You don't just have to wake up and say, I'm traveling for this birthday, I'll sleep over the weekend. Because, for example, maybe the relationship the guy was in before, it was that thing that took away the lady from her. So then the context is contextual. That's what I'm trying to say, that as long as a lady listening or watching us, you must understand that, for example, you accept to be with a man, you have accepted to be controlled. If you don't want to be controlled, just remain a single lady and be hanging out with your single ladies and other of your cosmates that are married.
All right.
But accepting to be with a man as a husband and a wife, you signed in to be controlled.
All right, thank you very much. Your own perspective to this issue seems to be more towards the marriage angle. But let me get your perspective on this, Walter. Do you think it's healthy for a man to control his woman?
According to what is said, majority of what is said are correct.
Okay.
But inside there, I'll still be opposing some of his words. Such as the part he made an example that the lady goes outside, takes some stuffs and start having stomach constipation. I won't say control in that context. I will say protect.
Well, isn't control protection?
No, take a look at it now. They have two meanings. Protect in a relationship. From my own aspect now, protect now, you are aware of where she is. You understand? Yeah. You are just trying not to make her make some certain decisions that you know is harmful to her. You understand? But control, you are trying not to make her use her own autonomy.
A free will.
A free will. Okay. You understand? You are like, what are you doing? Why are you there? Like, you are making decisions for yourself.
Okay.
You are not letting her take her own personal decisions.
Very well. You're saying that there's a clear difference between restriction and protection and
control. Yeah.
So when you're protecting someone, it's in their own interest.
Yes.
But when you're controlling them,
someone,
you are trying to restrict them.
It's something more of like a military regime.
Okay, you are trying to prevent them from exercising their fundamental.
Yes, that's just it. You understand? Okay. So now he said some words about the stomach constipation example, and in that context, I'll put it as protection. You are protecting the lady.
Okay.
And in the other word, last words he said, as a lady, if you have decided to be with a man, know that you have signed up for control. Very correct.
You agree?
I agree with that.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Walter. That was a very good one. Now let me get back to you, Benedict. He just pointed out a clear difference, or should I say his own perspective, as far as the difference between control and protection are concerned. Do you think there is a difference, or they are the same thing?
Well, the truth is contextual.
Okay.
In the sense that, for example, what Walter was trying to say is, I think there's a lot of sense in what he was trying to say.
Okay.
But again, when you are dealing with an individual, it depends on what that person sees as protection and control.
Okay.
The thing you call protection to her may be control.
So it's probably based on the person's perspective.
Right. For example, I'm telling you, don't go there for so and so reason. For her, because she doesn't see anything, she wants to learn by experience, and you don't want her to learn by experience. And so try to prevent her. She sees it as control from her own perspective. But from your own perspective, you see it as protection. So context is the issue here. Okay. But in the essence, he made also a very salient point, trying to take the person's will away from her. That is a dangerous one. And as a man, if you try to do that, if you try to capture that within the frame of your leadership sphere, you are trading a very dangerous path. Yeah, you are trading a very, very dangerous path. You don't take away the person's will. Let her express her will, but you provide leadership and guidance, right? That is what some women tend to be. When we say the word control, we are not saying take away her will, because that also is an extreme. It's weak men that do that.
Okay.
Within her will, within her profession, within her career, she pursues her career, she does her thing, but you monitor, you check.
Okay.
Right? You have to, maybe at one time, at intervals, find out how is it going, what is happening around you. Find out, because men are very logical in their thoughts. Women are emotional.
Okay.
So they do almost everything they do with emotions. As a man, you give it logical analysis, and then you bring the offshoot of your analysis to bear by telling her, let's do like this, let's do like this. But the challenge is that we have a lot of women that doesn't want any form of, whether it's leadership, you call it, whether it's protection, you call it, whether it's control, you call it. They don't want any kind of interference. Once the emotion tells them do this, anything that interferes with it is control. And that's really the problem.
We're asking a very salient question tonight. Is it healthy for a man to exercise control in a relationship? And by relationship, I'm not just talking about, boyfriend and girlfriend kind of connection. Even in marriage, is it healthy for a man to exercise control? Now, Walter, while he was, making his submission before I interjected, he was talking about the fact that there is a generation of women who do not want to be told what to do.
Yeah.
Now, do you think that has anything to do with feminism?
Yes. It has a lot with feminism because I've met a lot of ladies like that now,
Okay.
and I think I currently have one as a friend.
Okay.
That I'm not in support of her. You understand? Like I tell her every day, your idea, your ideology, your thinking, your mentality is not stable.
Okay.
You understand? Because take a look at it now. You don't want to be controlled by a man. But without a man, you lack many things. You understand? Without a man, you can't. Okay, she's a single mother now. I told her, since you don't want to be controlled by a man, since you feel you are independent, you can do everything without the help of a man, what's the need of giving birth? Why did you need a man to give birth?
So you are not as independent as you think you
As
are.
you think you are. In most cases now, she will need some little help. She will run to me. You understand?
So she needs a man.
She needs a man to help her. I'll be like, I'm not helping you because in your own context, you don't need a man to do anything. If I say I don't need somebody to do something, there's nothing that will make me run to that person for help because I don't need her. If I say I don't need my dad now to help me in a situation, I'm not going to run to my dad. Probably there are other means I have
to sort yourself out.
to suit myself out. So now, for you to say you don't need a man in your relationship, you don't need a man, you are an independent woman, you don't need a man for anything, you should have other means that's going to solve your problem. There's no need moving to a man. So I'm very correct. It's very correct in that regard. You understand that for a lady, for you to come up with the ideology of saying you don't want to be controlled, don't ever think of going into a relationship.
Interesting.
The fallacy, just a quick one.
Yeah.
The fallacy is, for example, he pointed a single mom.
Yeah.
The fallacy is that most of some persons that are bruised emotionally end up becoming a kind of role model, mentors, and advisors, and that's a dangerous one.
Okay.
A very recent case study is Tonto Dike. Tonto Dike, when he had problem with church, went on social media and became a mentor, damaged a lot of young ladies, and now she has given her life to Christ and had gone back to reconcile with church, which means that her position.
It's interesting how you said that she reconciled with church and not with God.
With church.
Okay, with church. Okay, all right.
No, of course, I don't doubt.
You don't judge.
God. No, I'm not even talking. Whatever she has with God, I feel it is real, although she needs to be
mentored,
trained and mentored. Okay. That's the word. So now she has reconciled with Churchill, her ex-husband. What then happened to the people that saw her as a mentor when she was damaging them? Because she was broken there. Okay. She was damaged. You remember those days I constantly say that Tonto is a damaged entity. Then she had a big platform and used it to further damage a lot of young ladies. Now she sees life in the true perspective and has gone back to settle with the guy. She called a lot of names, she's this, and used that example to also coach young ladies.
And the question now is, what happens to the people she misled?
She misled. A lot of them might have left their husband or their guys,
their relationship
because of the lessons they took from Tonto Dike and the stage 4 cancer girl.
Okay.
Blessing see you. Okay. Right? So the thing is that basically, if you don't want control,
you have no business being in a relationship.
No.
You don't have any business being in a relationship.
If you don't want control, just close your leg. In fact, you have no business opening your leg for sugar daddy. Because if you, a lot of them that say they don't, like this analogy he brought, Waters brought, that lady, you may be surprised you will be going somewhere to be opening legs or somewhere.
Sure.
You understand? First, a lot of ladies sometimes on this regard live in their bubble of fallacy, and it's a very dangerous place to be.
It's a very dangerous place to be. Now, one of the challenges that a lot of young men of this era are facing is having to deal with women who believe that they do not, or they are not answerable to any man. Now, what's your word of advice to such men?
All right. First, as a man, the world is already too hard. Life is already somehow a bit unfair to men, right? For you now to allow a woman make it harder for you. When you find out that a woman is not have as a matter of ideology that submitting to men is making yourself a less of a woman, then it means that woman does not need a man. And if you as a man, you continue to bury your head inside there, whether in the name of love, whether in the name of she's your benefactor, it means you are gradually digging your grave. It doesn't matter. That's why when I look at the young men that are all emotional in relationship, I love her, all mushy, I tend to a kind of caution if I have the opportunity. Because men, for me, I don't feel men are supposed to be all emotional in relationship. No. Men are supposed to be thought-based people.
Logical,
thought-based, love that is with reason. If a woman does not want to be interrupted, does not want to be controlled, does not want to be led, then what is the essence of being with such a woman? Because once a man, as a man, if your woman does not respect you, you are about 60% dead.
It's like you don't know what you are doing.
An ideology that this woman just means that she will never respect you, you are about 60% dead. And if you refuse to do anything about it, the rest 40% may not take the next 5 years and it will accumulate, and that is the end of Solomon Grant.
So just add to what he said.
Okay.
You know, the Bible, it says, men, protect your wives. Then it also, the same Bible also said, women, be submissive to your husbands. You get? Now, if you take a look at those women that are deciding not to be submissive to their partners, you can see that they are falling astray. They are disobeying the word of God. You understand? And coming to the other part that he said, to fall in love is not a crime. But nowadays, from our generation, it's something more of like a big deal now, falling in love. Because we are thinking, the guy is thinking of, okay, I won't be able to control her, I won't be able to guide her, I won't be able to protect her, just because maybe the kind of girl she is. She has that, maybe she has met someone who don't control her, who give her that free will.
Okay.
So she's coming to
she has dated a permissive guy in the past.
Yes, she's coming into a new relationship. She's still having that same ideology. You get? Okay. She's having that same ideology. In some cases also, the guy will also be thinking about spending on a lady.
Material investment. You understand? So you are loving someone now. Like he said, there should be a reason why you are loving that person, except maybe both of them know they are just coming together for fun. Okay.
Once they know they are coming together for fun, okay, they shouldn't waste their time. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. They should not waste their time. Okay. But being loving for a reason now, some guys will tell you that the reason why they love a lady is because she's pretty.
Superficial reasons. Well, is that a bad reason to love someone though?
It's not a bad reason, but you, as a guy that is a logical thinker, you need to think deeper.
Okay.
You need to think deeper. You need to look beyond the horizon.
Okay, so on a final note, what would be your parting word? What would be your word of advice, your counsel to young men out there who are dealing with women who have refused to submit to them, or who have refused to listen to them?
The final word I would say is, if it's something that they see is affecting their mental health, because situations like this affect the mental health.
Okay.
Simply walk away from the relationship. Yeah. There's difference between, I tell people, if you want to go in love, they use the word fall in love. I tell people, don't fall in love.
Okay.
Walk into love.
Wow. Okay.
You understand? Because you can fall in love now, and at the end of the day, you will break your leg.
Or you may not even be able to.
You will not be able to pick yourself up. But once you walk into it, if you are tired, you just walk out.
All right. Thank you very much, gentlemen. It's been a very interesting conversation. Is it necessary to, or is it healthy for a man to exercise control in a relationship? I'm sure my guests have said all that needs to be said on this particular topic, and I want to say a very big thank you to Benedict Ochagu, for taking out time to be here with me. It's always a pleasure to have you. And of course, my homie, Walter Emmanuel, good to have you on the show as well.
Thank you very much.
All right, I think a word is enough for the wise, just like they say. Control is not robbing you of your will, of your fundamental human rights. I think that's one thing that some persons need to understand, okay? There has to be somebody that will exercise control. Even in your workplace, that is why your boss is there, okay? If there is no control, then it's only a matter of time before everybody just, does what they deem fit or what they deem necessary. And of course, you know what happens in situations like that to lead to chaos. Well, my name is Harry Aigboje, and until I come your way again, same time, same station next week, do the right thing, stay out of trouble, and have yourself a beautiful night rest. Bye for now.
ITV, certainly the best.
This is Aqua Game, a popular game in Africa played by our ancestors to entertain themselves after each day of farming. It is also relevant in our coronation in Africa. It is a sport and indeed very interesting, as every seed had a role in the game. Playtime is 45 minutes per set. There is no age limit as long as you can spin Aqua Seed. Ayo or Aqua Game, known as the game of intellectual. This game requires a lot of mathematical skills. Aqua Game is played with carved wooden box containing 12 holes.